Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Utah Hockey Broadcast. This is Patrick McGann alongside my partner Mitchell Slott. We're here at the Steiner Ice Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah for Game 2 of the weekend series between the University of Utah Skating Utes and the Colorado State University Rams. Game 1 was played last night between these two teams, and Utah was victorious 5-0. Pretty good game for Utah last night, Mitchell, considering following up that loss to UNLV, a good comeback win for Utah.
It was more than a comeback win. It was actually pretty dominant by the Utes. They were on the scoreboard early, with out shooting every single period. I think at the end of the first period we were at 15-3 shot count. At the end of the second period, 29-9, and at the end of the third period it was 40 something to about 17 or 18. So we dominated on shots all night long. We dominated possession. The one thing about Colorado that they did pretty well is they got better as the game went on, but it was really a dominant performance, and that's why Fuller was able to get the shutout last night.
Absolutely, yeah. That's Garrett Fuller's fourth shutout of the season as well for Utah. Pretty good performance by him. His numbers will go up, of course, with that shutout. And also a couple of highlights as well. I guess we can, as we're talking about it, we can roll through the highlights as we have them from last night. We got 2 goals from Brady Schwab in the first about 10 minutes of the game, just about. I was looking for a hat trick all night long. Didn't quite get it, but still, those 2 goals, pretty impressive there from Mr. Schwab as you're taking a look right now.
Absolutely, and what a great pass from Langenbrunner to get it to Schwab, who was just standing beside the net there. I mean, here's a good look at it again. That's the second one, I believe.
Yeah, maybe a save. I don't know if that one went through. It was,
okay, that was a close goal. And then there was Brady Schwab's just absolute snipe over the shoulder, top corner, almost a bar down, bar dizzy sometimes, whatever you want to call it. But really good goal, really strong game by him last night.
And Ethan Light, the leading point getter for this team, also assisting on both of Brady Schwab's goals. You see the goal there, or the assist there from looks to be Captain Michael Ertis.
Correa is the one that got the goal.
That's the Correa goal, okay. And
we thought Michael Ertis might have touched it, but it actually went in off of Correa's stick. And I got a chance to talk to him earlier tonight, and he was a little upset. He had chances. He wanted to put the puck in a couple more times last night. I was like, keep shooting the puck, man. It'll go in.
Eventually, yeah. And he himself did have an assist, as we'll show it coming up here in the highlight reel. But, lots of Utes all over the score sheet last night. As you see that goal right there. I believe that is the Langenbrunner goal.
And then there's this play by the assistant captain, Latkovsky, who hustled back. And I actually spoke with him before the game as well about that play. And he said he's the one that motioned the goaltender to come out. So he did, but he kind of read where the goaltender was going and decided to hustle back and continue on that back check to try to stop something. He said honestly it was pure luck. I was just hoping to get there in time, and he did. And he said also I was trying to prove to the younger guys, as I'm an elder player, not to give up on not only a play but also the game. He said when I was a freshman, when I was younger, we had a habit of giving up on games when we were down by a few, and he said he didn't want to keep that precedent. He wanted to change that precedent and kind of show the boys don't stop ever. So good play on his part, kept the puck out of the net, and that just shows you what good leadership is. So
absolutely, and he's just a note on him as well. Alex Latkovsky, we mentioned it last night on the show, but he is the number 1 WCHL point per game player, averaging 1.61 points per game. So he's number 1 in the conference. To keep in mind, Colorado State, they're number 10 of 11 teams in this conference. So a rebuilding team, as we mentioned last night. A lot of young players, but it's pretty impressive to see one of your guys, top in the conference, in the best conference in the ACHA in terms of points per game.
Yeah.
Obviously a very skilled player, and you see it right there on the highlight reel, of course. But with that being said, as we're on the topic of Colorado State, we had Taylor Callahan go rinkside and speak with Ty Doan of Colorado State during warmups. We'll send it down there right now to see that pregame interview, and stick around. We'll be right back with the pregame show.
So how do you think that kind of bumps up you guys tonight, kind of being familiar with the rink? I think it helps. You know, it's the bigger ice, which definitely is harder, but same altitude for us, so we'll have the lakes tonight, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're super excited to see you guys play, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to you guys. Thanks, guys. Super excited.
And we're back. Thank you, Taylor, for that pregame interview there with Ty Doan of Colorado State. They had a pretty good third period last night, Mitchell.
Yeah.
They gave up 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 0 in the third. A good showing for the Rams and building some momentum into Game 2 tonight.
Yeah, I was able to talk with the head coach, Camden, before the game, and he said he did change the lineup a little bit. They're going to try to be a little bit more offensive tonight, where last night they went with 7D. Today they're only going with 6. So they can have maybe a few more legs on this big ice. He did reference the ice, that it was a little bit of an advantage for the Utes. Well, yeah, it's home ice. We're going to take advantage of it. So he had to change his lineup to kind of adjust. So we'll see how they come out this first period.
And real quickly, Taylor also had a chance to speak with our very own Jake Larilla on the benches for warm-ups. We'll send it down ringside for that one real quick before we have puck drop in just a few moments.
Thanks, guys. Super excited to be here with Jake Larilla, number 26 on U of U's team. So, Jake, you guys played a really great game last night. What kind of goals do you want to accomplish tonight?
Yeah, not a lot changes. Just got to play simple, play through the body, and play as a team and not as individuals, and we'll be good.
Hey, awesome. Well, we're super excited to hear that. So I know M2 just won the championship tonight. Super exciting for you guys. What does that do for your motivation going into tonight?
Yeah, it's awesome for them. Good win over Montana State, but hopefully we can win one, and then both of us will come out of tonight with a W.
Absolutely. Well, we're really excited to see it, so thank you so much, Jake.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Taylor. We're back here up in the booth, as that was Jake Larilla, one of the alternate captains for this squad. But we're getting ready for puck drop here, Mitchell. Players are taken to the ice. Real quick, what are you looking for tonight?
Speed. I think we still need to use the ice to our advantage. Colorado hasn't had a chance to practice. And one of the things with that bigger ice, it changes the angles that the pucks bounce off the boards. Players are shooting from because it's wider. It's 15 feet wider total. So each side is about 7.5 feet change. And that can change everything for a goaltender because goaltenders use angles all the time. So I think a lot of speed. I think we need to pick up our physicality. Because Colorado did kind of take it to us physically last night. But we're going to see here in just a matter of moments what's going to happen. But I think speed and physicality is going to be the key to tonight.
Absolutely. Well, with that being said, we'll send it down to ice side. We'll have public address announcer Justin Long with the starting lineups for both squads down there at the ice. And stay tuned. We'll have puck drop between Utah and Colorado State in just a few moments for Game 2 of the series. We'll send it to Justin Long, and we'll see you back here for puck drop in just a few moments.
Gentlemen, and welcome back out to the Salt Lake City Sports Complex here on the campus of the University of Utah for this evening's ACHA Division I matchup featuring the University of Colorado and your University of Utah Skate News. Starting lineup for this evening's matchup, first for Colorado, at defense number 4, Tyler Dewan. Defense number 15, Cole Makozak. Forward number 15, TJ Norris. Forward number 97, Riley Huntbaum. Forward number 2, Cole Francui. And in goal for the University of Colorado, number 32, Cross North. Starting lineup for your University of Utah Skate Utes. At left defense, number 21, Matthew Delaney. Right defense, number 26, Jake Larilla. At left wing, number 7, Oliver Kraft. At center, number 20, Tyler Sonagel. Right wing, number 10, William Schneider. And in goal this evening for your skating Utes, number 32, Garrett Fuller. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you'll kindly rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back to the broadcast, folks. This is Patrick McGann alongside Mitchell Slott. Utah and Colorado State on tap here in just a few moments. It's game 2 of the series. Utah victorious 5-0, as we mentioned at the top of the show last night, and they're looking for their second win in a row after splitting with UNLV, the number 2 team, last weekend. So obviously for Utah, looking to build some momentum. We talked about it last night as well. You know, a lot of home games down the stretch here, looking to finish it off with a 6-game winning streak and head into nationals with some confidence.
Yeah, that is definitely the goal. Get those 6 wins. On paper, they're all winnable games. So yeah, I mean, if they play tonight like they played last night, they'll be ready. One of the things I want to mention real quick before we drop the puck are the officials for tonight. Referees are Matt Orr and Ryan Kemp. Linesmen are Alan Poole and Sean Benvenu. And another thing of note, the D2 team today clinched the conference by winning a very tight 1-0 game over Montana State today in Missoula. So congratulations to the University of Utah men's D2 team as they advance straight to nationals.
And we're off here from 4,500 feet between Utah and Colorado State. Immediately the puck goes into the Colorado State zone for Utah, looking to start this one off with a quick goal. And CSU takes over possession. It'll be Doan, who we talked to before this game. And the puck will be knocked loose and chased after by Sunigal for Utah. He'll cycle it out, forcing a reset. He shoots it, and it's gloved up by the goaltender, Cross North. He came in last night in a relief appearance.
Played very well.
He did, only gave up 1 goal in that relief appearance. And just to run through those stats coming into the weekend, 4-3-1 record in 9 games played. 321 goals against and a .919 save percentage for Cross North, the starting goaltender for Colorado State.
Yeah, and I believe he won't get credit for a loss on last night's game as he came in already trailing. So the loss won't go on his stats. So, you know, every now and then you get a favorable bounce.
Here we go. Brady Schwab immediately with the puck in the low slot. It's knocked out there immediately by Alex Lotkovsky, and Utah will take it over. Light's got it, plays it off against the wall, and CSU will get the puck out. It's Pietrangelo with Bisson on him there from Utah. And it's taken away again by Pietrangelo. Colorado State looking for a goal off the rip here. Obviously last night held off the score sheet.
But they're going to have their work cut out for them because the speed of Utah is just, you know, in this arena is something you're always going to have to contend with if you're coming in here from out of state.
And Colorado State able to get that puck out of the zone. And now it'll be Utah once more. Sending over to the stick of Ethan Noonan. Noonan drops it off for Urtis. It was a little bit off the mark. Urtis able to skate in and grab it. Sending at the point, fires a wrist shot. It's blocked from the stick of Leo Berger. And Utah forced to dump this one in and reset. Slater, the first man in for the Utes, hustling in on Rudrow there. And Utah dumps it right back in. That was Slater. CSU with possession. Petrazic circling back. Over the stick of Samuel Adams. Cross ice it goes.
I wonder if he's from Boston. No, actually he... let me find him on our sheet here. When you said his name last night, all I could think of was the brewery.
That's right. Or even, you know, the original Samuel Adams from way back.
Oh, yeah, Colonial days?
Yeah, Colonial.
Yeah, that guy. Boston Tea Party. No, he's actually from Longmont, Colorado, so not a family member, but good name.
Larilla fires a wrist shot, and it's whacked away by the stick of Cross North. Gibney, tape to tape at the point. It goes to Delaney. And then it's cycled behind the net by Adams of Colorado State, who plays it up against the wall. And Utah will take over. Utah in their road black jerseys tonight. And CSU in their home whites, as there's a shot from Larilla's. This weekend, Utah rolling with the road look for the second weekend in a row. It's a classic look. Fans here don't get to see it often. And from just my discussions with the general manager, A.J. Bolden, he said there was a positive response from the fans last weekend. They liked seeing him, so you see him again here this weekend.
Yeah, and you and I kind of matched our polos.
Yeah, that's right.
To match last night. We went red.
Yep.
Today we went black. You know, got to support the boys down on the ice, other than just, you know, talking smack. But, yeah, I mean, Utah looking good so far, possessing the puck. Obviously now Colorado's been able to get it in, but they, just like last night, they're having trouble keeping it in the offensive zone, and that's gonna make for a long night for them.
Sleds tape to tape to Doan, back over to Makozak. But I agree with you, Mitchell. It could make for a long night. It kind of was that way last night for the most part until the third period. You know, obviously today not a travel day for the Rams, so you know you can see a better push from them as you typically do. As you know, last weekend UNLV, of course, they put up that victory against Utah 4-0 on game 2 of the series. As Doan dumps that one all the way in. Fuller out to play the puck. 4 minutes played, and if our shot clock's right here, it's no shots either way for both squads. Here comes Utah looking to change that. Pass over to Light. He shoots. What a glove save from across north as Ethan Light saw that big empty patch of net and tried to fire it home.
Yeah, and that was a good pass to get it over to Light. Good look to get it to him. Good release. And right now the clock just changed with Utah having 5 shots on net.
And Light will skate after it. Leaves it there for Langenbrunner, who fires it towards the middle. Brady Schwab there. And now CSU will get the puck out. That's Cole Frank. And it's played in. Batted away there by Utah as CSU looking to set up. But Utah's able to thwart that immediately. It'll be Ethan Light. A cross-ice pass intended for Langenbrunner, knocked loose by Cromwell. Noonan fires a shot. It's tipped by the stick of Brady Schwab, and even Langenbrunner may have gotten a piece, and it goes to the far side.
Yeah, good look by Noonan there to see that opportunity. He saw the dump in hard around, got to his point, and once he had possession of that puck, you could see him look over to his left to see what was kind of shaping up in front of the net and just put it on. That was more of a pass than a shot.
And Utah will play that puck forward there in the neutral zone. It's intercepted, however, by Sam Adams, and then Utah takes it right back. Slater, nice backhand pass. Here they come. Utah one-timer, and it never gets there. Another shot, and it goes high. Sending at the point, fires it towards the net, deflected, and goes wide.
Yeah, hit a couple skates on the way to the net there.
Correa plays that one off the boards and into the zone. Utah will get a change.
Big hit by Pietrangelo on Correa. Correa not happy about it. You could see he kind of eyeballed him as Pietrangelo was skating away. But Correa, tough kid, got right back up, back into the play.
Larilla passing it over to Correa. Larilla skates it in, pinching here for a defenseman. And Colorado State takes that puck away. Lefkovsky with the puck. Trying to skate it himself. Great pressure there from Kruchek. He can't do it all by himself, and Utah takes it away. Kind of a dangerous play there if you're Lefkovsky.
Wow, what a keep by Kruchek. All around, great play by him with that back check, that back pressure, and then held it in when the puck was about halfway over the blue line and kept the Utes on side for an extra 5 or 10 seconds.
Gibney will skate it across the blue line, and they will be offside with 13 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in the first period. Yeah, great hustle and persistence there from Kruchek on Lutkovsky, who was, carrying the puck in front of his own net. Kind of a no-no, trying to, if anything, just kind of get it out, but skated with that puck for quite a while.
Yeah, and Kruchek just had no quit on that play, and that's why, he ended up with the puck eventually. And avoided a penalty at the same time, because a lot of times you'll see when you have that back pressure, you'll get a hooking call. But he did a good job of just simply lifting the stick relentlessly until he finally got the puck.
There's a backhand shot immediately from Kruchek, patted away by North. Utah still maintains possession. Music, point to point, it goes to Bisson, who sends it down low, and it's scooped up by Rudrow. Utah takes it away again. Bisson at the point. Sends a shot in, and it's patted away. Kruchek over to Gibney. Gibney, backhand pass to Music at the point on the near side. Sends it through the middle, nobody quite home. But Utah will continue to possess the puck. Bisson back over to the near side. Music down low. And Colorado State able to get that puck out. It's Petrazic. He fires a shot, and it hits a Ute stick and goes out of play. So we'll get a whistle.
Yeah, good shift there all around by the Utes. They went off sides after the pressure, but immediately got the puck back, got it back in the offensive zone, and Petrazic just rifled a shot from outside the blue line, trying to get something on Fuller there. Like you said, it just deflected off of the blade of a Utah stick out of play. But the referees must not have seen it, because it came back out to the neutral zone, where had it been connected with by a Ute, you would think it would go into the zone because it was a shot attempt. But yeah, I mean, either way, we'll continue. But yeah, not sure if it actually went out of play.
Pass sent towards the middle there, and it was deflected wide. Colorado State back the other way. It's Shuckman. He'll skate it in. Stick handles, fires a shot, and Fuller makes a save. A little bit of a shove there post whistle from Sam Adams.
Yeah, he had a lot of speed coming in, and I think he used Senegal as a stopping, as a bumper.
And so Colorado State will make a change. Yeah, no, that was kind of the extent of it, though. Nothing kind of flared up after that. And now it's played off the wall by Utah. Fuller comes out to play the puck. Ethan Noonan to the far side. Able to get that puck out. Here's Noonan again. He'll flip it into the zone. Senegal to chase for Utah. First man there is Doan for CSU. Makozak over to the stick of Franquet. He sends it towards the middle, and it's deflected wide. There's a shot. Good save, Fuller, from the stick of Hunt Bond. Good chance there for CSU. Now it'll be Ethan Light. Light across the red line. Peeling back and lost his handle on it, and so Franquet will come back the other way. Leaves it for Norris. Fires a wrist shot, blockered wide by Fuller in the net. And Utah attacking here, trying to catch CSU on a change. Light skates it in, but he is offside.
Now they're starting to push a little bit after the whistle. So, you know, after 60, 70 minutes of hockey, you know, little bump and, you know, little physicality starting up there. Neither team really hitting so far tonight. We're almost 10 minutes into the game, scoreless. Shots are 8-2 in favor of the Utes, but not a lot of hitting tonight. It's very, very clean game thus far.
And a much more like upfront effort here from Colorado State. They're looking more like they did in the third period of last game rather than the first two periods. A couple of good chances for them early on. As Utah will try and play this one out. They're successful. That pass was intended for the stick of Correa, and it will go for icing.
Yeah, and we're going to have a penalty here, the first one of the night. This one going against, it was a cross check. And it looks like number 19, and Alex Latkovsky, is going to go to the sin bin. Time of that penalty, 9:21 of the first period.
We had mentioned this last night on the show, but Utah is the #1 power play in all of the country, converting at 46.8%. That's the best by quite a bit. They only had one power play last night. They were held off the score sheet there, but we're underway on this first power play for Utah. It's Correa at the blue line. He's pressured there by Hunt Bond. Curtis there to help out. Hunt Bond wins that puck and backhands it out, and Norris is trying to get on his horse here and get a 2-on-1 here. Doan across ice. He fires a shot. Well high was that shot. My goodness. He was trying to rip it top shelf, but nonetheless a shorthanded chance for the Rams.
Yeah, almost a shorthanded 2-on-1.
A good hustle from Norris to see the play was on and set up the opportunity. Utah looking to set up. Nico Schwab over to Slater. Puck pops up. Played off the wall, and CSU able to get it out again, and they will make a change. Fuller, long saucer past the stick of Slater. Rudrow there to pick it up for CSU. And now it'll be Schwab, who fires a wrist shot. Good save. Rebounds loose. It's kicked towards the far side. And Utah's able to keep this in at the line. It's Delaney. Delaney still with it with some speed. Head fakes down low. Sent towards the middle. And it's poked away by a defender there from CSU. Here comes Ethan Light across the blue line. Stick handles. Point pass. Delaney sends it over for Langenbrunner, and he fires a shot. Good save by Cross North and Mitchell. Here we go. Utah looking pretty good on the power play.
Yeah, they're even when the Colorado State team is able to get that puck out, they're turning around. Their transition game is really quick. They go back, retrieve, and they're back in. And I want to give a shout out real quick to Slater, who was the first one back on that potential 2-on-1. He hustled back extremely well to almost meet Norris right as he got the puck. And then, obviously the shot went well over, but just wanted to say good hustle by Slater on that. And you look with just 20 seconds remaining on this first power play for the Utes to get in quick and set up just one more time, get another chance on the power play.
So 10 seconds remaining. It'll be Light skating it in over to Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner at the point. Won the puck back. Nice play by him for Petrazik. Lovkovsky's out of the box. Light fires a wrister, and North makes the save. CSU able to kill that one off and send the number one power play unit back on the bench. It's a good kill there from CSU, their second kill of the series.
Yeah, that was a pretty good kill by Colorado. They were able to get the puck out of the zone a couple of times. We just talked about it. They had a short-handed opportunity there, but what I like about the Utes right now is they're quick to the puck. Even when there's a mistake or a mishandle, somebody is there in black to help out.
There's a shot right off the draw. The puck was really never covered up, but Utah was crashing the net hard there after the face-off.
Lovkovsky just looked like he dove on top of a player there. That was a little weird, little uncharacteristic from what we've seen over the past night and 12 minutes.
And looks like Cross North lost his stick and blocker there at some point in the fray.
The fracas. old school word.
Yeah.
I like to use it though every now and then.
Ye old school Utah hockey. And Lovkovsky gets tossed from the dot there.
Yeah, back when the goaltenders' pads were packed with wool.
They're a little bit bigger these days, but still not an easy task to be a goaltender at any level, really. I mean, you sit behind the net here and you get a great shot of what, kind of a view of what it's like in the rink here. And I gained a lot of appreciation watching the M2 games last weekend from behind there. There's a shot fired wide. And puck will circle all the way back to the far side. Utah sends that one towards the net. And it'll slide its way back to the near side corner. Lovkovsky's there. And they're able to break that puck out. It's Petrangelo making a move around the defender there, Bisson.
See who comes out with this. As you can see the puck loose along the kick plate there. Utah comes away with it.
And so Utah will come back the other way. They dump it in. And CSU takes it away, but a long stretch pass is off the mark, so that should go for icing. It will, and we'll get a whistle, and Utah will get a face-off back in the CSU zone.
I think CSU would benefit from stretching the ice out like they did last night. You saw it in that third period. Their passes cross ice. They were spreading out offensively to try to get a good breakout going. So far tonight, they haven't done that. I don't know if they forgot about the success they had, because on one of the breakouts, we were talking about them needing to spread out the ice, and they did exactly that and got a shot on net, a quality shot on net last night against Fuller, and they just haven't really used that so far tonight.
There's a shot from Slater. Utah gets the rebound. Music fires one from the point, and it's gloved up by North.
Yeah, Utah doing a good job winning faceoffs, getting the puck to the net, battling hard. One of the things that I've been observing, and I've noticed it before, but I'm kind of focusing on it tonight, the D-zone coverage that the Utes have when Colorado States are able to get the puck in is very, very disciplined and supportive of one another. Whenever the puck's in their own zone, you see a couple shots being put onto Fuller, and right away one of the players in black is the first person to the puck. So good defensive zone coverage by the Utes.
And that'll be sent all the way back in by CSU. Over to Correa now for Utah. Sends a long pass that's intercepted by Doan. Doan making a move, and Cole Music able to poke that puck away. 6.5 to go here in the first. No goals so far. Good chances, though, for Utah on that power play as they'll skate it forward. Here's Slater with some speed, beating a couple guys there. He skates it in, fires a shot, and that backhander's just wide. He'll pick up his own rebound and keep it in at the line, and eventually it's taken away.
What a play by Slater again. Jumps to avoid the check, using his speed all the way up the ice. Just fantastic there by Slater once again.
And so Lorilla will skate all the way back for Utah. I agree. I mean, he cycled basically coast to coast all the way back and made a really nice play. One of the faster skaters on this team, but it's a team full of really fast skaters. That's kind of the identity of the team. They're a very quick team. And here we go up the other way. It's CSU. They picked the play off there, and they're going to be offside. So we'll get a whistle on that zone entry. Wasn't quite clean, so we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, CSU's about half a step off right now from one another, if that makes any sense. I mean, they had a two-on-one with a back checker trying to close the distance to make it a 2-on-2. Puck shifted over to the right behind the player as opposed to just putting it a little bit ahead of him. Some adjustments need to be made by Colorado. I mean, they're having a good period. Shots are about what they were last night at the end of one with 5 minutes left to play. But we are scoreless as opposed to a 0 or 2-0 into the first last night. So a little bit better than last night, but they still are just a half step off from where they need to be.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and they have a more, I'd say, like I said, more of up-front presence. I think they're holding their own right now in this game. Like you said, it was 2-0 at the end of the first last night. 5 minutes ago here in the first, we still have no goals. So, and now CSU's attacking. They will pull back out of the zone. It looks like the play wasn't on there, so Petrazik will dump it in. Puck goes behind the net for Ethan Noonan, who sends it right back to the far side. Utah sends it to the neutral zone. Nobody home, though, so CSU just whacks it right back into the U of U end. Schwab over to Senden. And there's a pass to Ethan Light, who skates it in across the line. Tried to leave it for Langenbrunner, and it's poked away. Collins leaving it for Petrangelo. Petrangelo leaving it for Lovkovsky, who fires a shot. Good save. Rebound still loose in front, and Utah bats it away. There's a shot from the point. It's deflected, never gets there. Lovkovsky, near side corner. Fires a shot, blockered away by Fuller. Collins is hit hard by Music, and Schwab was there to help, but Petrangelo's putting some pressure on now. Collins again. Point pass Lovkovsky, who fires a shot, and it deflects up into the air and out of play. Good sequence there. That's probably the best sequence we've seen of the weekend for CSU.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was thinking, is that what a nice sequence by Colorado. And there again, you're seeing the defensive responsibility for the University of Utah. Fuller making a couple saves, but the traffic in front He's still able to see the puck, make the stop, but Utah right there ready to help out their goaltender to get the puck either over to the inboard or down to the inboards or over to the sideboards. But Colorado did a good job keeping it in and getting a few shots there.
Yeah, they're definitely riding that momentum from the third period of last night's game. And that puck goes all the way down, icing waved off. Good pressure there from Kraft. He gets it over to Sunigal. Great hustle from the Utes. You see the speed right there, getting from one end of the ice to the other pretty quickly.
Yeah, and one of the things that I don't think is talked about enough in hockey when it comes to speed is quickness. And there is a difference between speed and quickness. And it's those first 2 or 3 steps on your toes to get to the puck. Right now, Colorado's having a difficult time with the quickness that the Utes possess, as well as their speed.
Schuckman skates it in. What a move by him. He shoots. Good save by Fuller. And Utah will skate it back the other way. It's Correa skating it in, leaving it for Slater. Slater making a move, but that defensive presence of Lavkovsky gets that puck going the opposite direction. It sleds, leaving it for Lavkovsky. Lavkovsky peeling back. Good pressure there from Slater. Point to point it goes. There's a shot, and it's gloved up by Fuller. The shot coming there from Cole Makozak.
And there's a play by Lavkovsky that used the width of the ice. I mean, he had his point man all the way across the ice. He was about 6 feet from the boards on this side of the ice, near side. Went all the way far side. Plenty of room for that defenseman. He probably could have walked in another 2 or 3 strides before he let it go. But good play there by Colorado State to get a shot on net, a quality one.
So Lavkovsky with it again, trying to keep it in the zone. He does so. He wins possession. And there's a pass from Doan, and it's intercepted by Slater. Slater skates it in on the breakaway with some space, shoots! Oh, and it's a good save by Cross North, and I believe he draws a penalty.
Yes, he does.
And
this one going to Ty Doan.
That's Doan. He makes the mistake and tried to get back as quickly as he could. His pass was intercepted there by Slater, and you kind of see the quickness from Slater there too, as you had mentioned moments before there, Mitchell. But it is a slash, and so that's a power play for Utah.
Yeah, time of that penalty, 18:02 of the first period. So we'll see the power play of the Utes one more time, and that's one more penalty than they got last night. So they did a good job of keeping the very potent power play off the ice last night. Right now, they're in the first period. They're giving them 2 opportunities right now. That's 4 minutes of power play time, unless they're able to score.
Shoot, it's just wide. And yeah, that's a good point, Mitchell. They did a good job staying out last night of the box and taking 2 already here in the first. Utah looking for that first goal. Delaney trying to skate it in. It's poked back in Ethan Light's direction. He sends a pass that's intercepted by Hunt Bond. And he'll get the puck in deep. Not a clean start here for the Utah power play. First 30 seconds expired. And now it'll be Utah. That was Langenbrunner. Now it's over to Light. Light hit hard there. Good pressure from CSU. That was Sam Adams, and he gets the puck out.
Utah fans wanting a penalty on that as Ethan Light got hit in the back, but nothing heavy enough to draw a penalty from Kemp or.
And now it'll be Utah, and that is a trip. So we'll have another penalty, and CSU will have 2 men in the box. It's a 5-on-3 for Utah. And Erdis a little slow to get up. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, and that penalty going to Latkovsky.
He has taken, that is not his first penalty of the weekend. I believe he took the penalty yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like I am wrong, but I could have thought he was in the box earlier maybe. Let's Ty Doan. He took the penalty last night. Now he's in the box again.
Yeah.
So there was something there. I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy. You're not crazy. Just a little bit goofy.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, 5-on-3. And one of the things I was going to say, you mentioned that it took them a little bit to get set up. But one of the things that makes a power play good is being patient. It's not about getting set up in the first 5 seconds and taking a full minute 55 in the zone to score. It's being able to backtrack, get things set up quickly, and be patient and look for the right shot as opposed to just any.
And Cray just fires a shot there, and it's blocked. Never gets on net, but Utah looking very patient here. 30 to go in the first. This 5-on-3 would trickle over into the second if Utah does not score. Lorilla, one-timer, and it's blocked by Rudrow. Excellent block by him as there's 18 on the clock for this first period. Utah still pressing here. Lorilla over to the stick of Gibney. Over to Cray, he scores! What a one-time pass, and Cray makes it 1-0 on the power play. What a pass, and what a shot. And Utah getting on the board with 8 seconds remaining in the first and make that one a power play goal.
It is going to be a power play goal, and they're going to be able to stay on the power play because there was still 11 seconds remaining in that first penalty. So with just 8 seconds left, we'll have almost a minute of power play to start the second period. And Correa getting on the board in the first period, just like he wanted to.
And that's his second goal in as many nights. Scored last night as well. Delaney over to Langenbrunner, and that horn will sound. Utah going to go to the dressing room feeling pretty good with some momentum after that late first period goal on the power play, and they make it 1 for 2 on the power play so far this evening with that third one currently up on the scoreboard. But after 20 minutes of play, it's Utah 1, CSU 0. Good first period of play from both sides, Mitchell, and a good showing from CSU.
Yeah, good showing from CSU. They did make some of those adjustments. I still think they need to make a few before they can really sustain that attack. And we talked about it last night with the need to sustain an attack. Weren't able to get that done. Ute scored on a power play, but it looks like we do have Taylor Callahan down along the ice.
And yeah, we will send it down to her in just a few moments. It looks like that will be Correa, the goal scorer there for Utah. So with that being said, we're getting set up down there.
Congrats,
and we will send it down to ice side to Taylor Callahan, who's with John Correa.
Utah fans, I'm here with John Correa, number 6 on the team, who scored the first goal of the game in the first period with 6 seconds left. So how are you feeling after that?
Pretty good. We had a little struggle at the beginning with the power play, setting up and getting into the zone. We got to be more careful at the blue line with the puck. But, it's definitely a good momentum shift for us to get the goal right before the period ended.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it will definitely boost you guys in that next period. So from your mindset from the beginning to now, how has that changed?
Well, we came in very confident. They did humble us a bit with the hits. We're playing very physical. Like I said, we got to be more careful with the puck around the blue lines and definitely match their physicality. Get the pucks down low and shoot more. We got to shoot more and test our goalie.
Awesome. Well, it's great to hear. We're super excited for you guys in that next period, so good luck and thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Taylor. That was the goal scorer, John Correa, as Utah leads 1-0, as you mentioned right before the break. But with that being said, we will hit the first intermission, and we'll be back with the first intermission show in just a few moments, in about 10 minutes. So we'll see you back here for that first intermission show. But at the break, it's Utah 1, CSU 0.
"13 years ago, I was checked from behind in a hockey game, and I was paralyzed from the chest down. It's difficult, and everything I do requires help. I formed a foundation because I believed paralysis recovery was possible. Now we're experiencing incredible trial results with spinal stimulation treatments, and we're so close to making it available to everyone living with paralysis. Let's make history. Let's beat paralysis.
I feel like I grew up watching my brothers, my sister play lacrosse, and this was just, completely different. Your friends are actually there to watch you play, and they get a piece of, your world.
Our first year that we brought this team back, this Division II team back, I can tell you that year our team was not the easiest to goaltend for. It was our first year as a team, but he had such a good attitude about it.
I believe it was after a practice, and it wasn't like, I took a shot in the head or anything. I drove home, and I was feeling exhausted. I kind of had to lay down for a few minutes, and then I had one of my friends take me to the hospital.
Got a call about Patrick that he had a stroke on the ice, and ended up getting the news on our way back from training camp that he had brain cancer. And you just feel your heart drop because that's your brother and your teammate, and just a young player that was so much ahead of him, and now having to, here he has to go through all that stuff to battle through it was pretty tough.
I mean, for me personally, it's like something's trying to take over my body, and what I decide to do in reaction to that, or with what I can do at least, is up to me, right?
He really does light up a room when he walks into it. A spirit he brought to the team really helped this team in its early days, and then obviously his spirit and demeanor and meaning to the team has continued on through his battle and through the years that he hasn't been able to play for us.
Definitely want to emphasize the importance of teammates, and those people were there to support you, on the ice, still there to support you after.
The Utes support continues to this day with their annual Patrick O'Donnell fundraiser game, which took place earlier in November. It also included a few special guests from the Utah Hockey Club.
The community we have in hockey is just, it's a tight-knit, kind community who's very open-armed and welcoming to everybody. Patty really is one of the strongest people I've ever met. To see the smile on his face and the smile he was putting on everyone's face, went in to talk to the team before the game, and meeting someone who's so positive and can go through something like that with such a smile and such a vibe about him, it was motivational. I think he's a really, really strong guy who's, taken his situation and, made the most of it. And I think that's something that I could look up to.
Welcome to the Rocky Mountains.
Welcome to open trails and new vistas.
Welcome to stunning Red Rock.
Welcome to the greatest snow on earth.
By the tree of broken glass, where the hope.
Welcome to Game Day Fun.
Anything could last. So let's go and take the words that we know.
Welcome to the party!
Of thoughtful dreams. But if you listen, you can still hear.
Welcome to Pac-12 Sports. Welcome to world-class research.
Welcome to the arts.
Welcome to real-world experiences.
We can go to that bridge that crosses over fear.
Welcome to a great education.
Welcome to new friends.
We can toss our worries far away from our hearts. And if you
Welcome to the time of your life.
Welcome to all you can imagine.
Welcome to the University of Utah.
Years
The
ago.
first intermission report, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Utah Hockey broadcast as well. This is Patrick Pregame alongside Mitchell Slott, and we've played 20 minutes here in Salt Lake City, and we have a score of 1-0. Kind of compared to last night, not quite as much scoring. I guess half the amount of scoring as we saw in the first period last night, but we saw one goal with 8 seconds left from John Cray on the power plays, and a beautiful pass there from Gibney to set him up across the ice, and a one-timer that made no mistake and buried it.
No, and he had a lot of net to work with because how well it was passed over to him. When he took the shot from our vantage point, I mean, you could see the whole left side of that net, and he made no mistake. And like we said in the pregame when I talked to him, he was, I want to get those chances back that I had last night to put more pucks in the net. And getting one in the first period, albeit at the 1952 mark, it's still in the first period. It gives him 40 minutes with which to work to try to get another one. Because if there's one thing Jean Cray likes to do, it's score. He's been that way as long as I've known him, and I've known him for about 3 or 4 years now. So, he's a good kid, likes to skate hard, and he definitely likes to produce points.
Absolutely, and he scored a goal last night as well, so his second goal in as many games. Good for him. And he's on our point sheet here. He's top 5 on the team in points. As a
freshman.
As a freshman, that's his 11th goal this season. So for him, obviously, 20 points on the year so far, it's pretty darn good.
That is good, especially for a freshman. I mean, a freshman, we saw that in the very first game. He was on the power play. Coach Morgan Feeney saw the potential that Jean Cray has with the stick handling, with his composure and poise with the puck, and obviously getting 11 goals now throughout the season, 19 points. Those are good numbers for a freshman who's getting some decent ice time. I want to say he's on the second line. So he's on the ice a lot. He works hard and he does well. And while we're talking about that, I also want to talk about Fuller. He's playing strong in there. The Colorado State team was able to get 6 shots on net tonight in the first period, whereas last night it was only 3. So he saw double the work, which 6 shots is not a lot of shots. But their offensive pressure tonight is a little bit stronger than it was last night.
Yeah, he's been forced to make a couple of big saves so far. I mean, Colorado State, they're looking a lot better. They're looking like they were in the third period of last night's game, looking a lot better tonight. But for Fuller, yeah, he's been forced to make a couple of big saves. But Utah, I think, in this second period, I don't think there's much to worry about if you're Utah. But obviously, you have to score some goals here, right? You got to get some insurance.
Yeah, they're going to want to get at least 2 or 3 in this period just to establish that dominance that they had last night. I mean, they went into the second period already up by 2. They put 3 in the second period last night, and they're going to want to do something similar tonight just to kind of alleviate some of that pressure off of themselves, because they've got guys that can score. I mean, we have 5 players that are averaging over a point a game. So that the Utes can score. They are facing a different tender than they did last night to start the game. Cross North started tonight's game. He's playing very well. He's, stopped 17 of 18 shots so far. But again, going back to what we kind of talked about earlier, is Colorado State needs to develop that offensive pressure that's sustained. And right now, they're unable to do that because of what we talked about in the first period, which is the defensive coverage of the Utes.
Absolutely, yeah. And that with Cross North, he came in a relief appearance last night, as we mentioned in the show, and that's only 2 goals given up in quite a lot of hockey played. I think at this point, I guess the whole game. So not too bad for Cross North.
He played 34 minutes last night, now another 20. So he's 54 minutes, 2 goals on at least 35 shots.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of shots, absolutely. So
Excuse me.
It's he's been playing very well, but with that being said, I guess we'll get ready here for the second period of play. So we'll have it just a few moments. We'll send it to break here, but we'll be back with puck drop for the second period of play between Colorado State and Utah. It's Utah up 1-0 at the first intermission. Welcome back to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Patrick again and Mitchell Slot. It will be CSU and Utah facing off for the second period of play. Utah maintaining a 1-0 lead, kind of a fresh 1-0 lead. They got that first goal with 8 seconds remaining in the second period on a 5-on-3 power play, and Utah will start this second period on a 5-on-4 power play. 1 minute and 8 seconds of that carried over from the first.
Yeah, and I want to amend the shot count. Shots are 18-7. Just wanted to make sure that was correct. If you know me, you know if I'm going to give you a stat, I want it to be correct because I don't want to just spitball anything out there.
And also, I don't think I've referenced it as much this season as I have in the past, but we do have live scoring available on our website. Go to universityofutahhockey.com. We've got live scoring as the scorekeeper enters in the stats. You will see that, so you can follow the game almost like NHL Game Center. So all the stats are also on there as well. And also, you mentioned this at the top of the broadcast, Mitchell. I'd like to mention it again, but a huge congratulations as we do drop the puck for period 2. We're underway. But huge congratulations to the M2 University of Utah Skating Utes. They just won their conference, the Mountain West Collegiate Hockey League. They beat the #1 team in the Western region. That was Montana State. They beat them up there in Missoula. And so they win that championship and more than likely will secure a bye. And so they are going to nationals.
Yeah, automatic bid to nationals.
That's right. So they are the first team to secure their spot of the 3 programs, although it's likely Utah will make it. Here comes Schwab. He skates it in. Nico Schwab, that is. A pass back over to him. It's still loose. There's a shot. It's still loose. They score!
Gibney with the goal.
Gibney able to clean that rebound up and fire it home, and that's another power play goal. Make it 2 for 3 for the Utes, and that power play showing you why it's the best in the country. It's a 2-0 lead for the home side.
And that time of that goal is 37 seconds. It will be a power play goal, as you said, and that will be scored by Gibney from Nico Schwab, as well as Erdis, wasn't it, that brought the puck in?
I believe so. We'll get the assist here in a second. It's played off the wall. And Utah dumps it right back in. You know, you hear about it sometimes on the national broadcast, but the way you play the last minute and the first minute of each period of the game is huge. And that is, you know, you see it here, Utah getting one late in the first and early here in the second, continuing the momentum. And it's something you like to see if you're the coaching staff. You come out of the dressing room and get a quick goal, less than a minute in.
Yeah, and something of note, the Utes actually beat a statistic tonight with that goal, because typically when teams are on the power play to end the period and they start the next period on fresh ice, the advantage is actually to the penalty killers. I think I've mentioned that maybe once throughout the season, but you know, getting that goal just 37 seconds in on a power play that was abbreviated, we only had a minute and 8 left on it, kind of goes against the trend, statistically speaking. So good for them on that.
Right, because it breaks up that momentum that you're kind of skating with, especially Utah. When we were looking to our right there at the end of the first, they were cycling that puck with authority, and Utah wins the faceoff. They send it towards the net. It's blocked.
And the second assist, just so everybody is aware on that, was actually number 8, Jacob Slater, that got the second assist on that power play goal.
Langenbrunner took a puck up high. Hopefully he's okay. He's slow to get to the bench way up high, like in the neck face area.
Yeah, trainer's attending to him at the bench right now. And that's the second time he kind of went off early in the first period. One of his first couple shifts down in that far corner came up a little bit lame, skated over the bench, came back out, didn't miss a shift. Like I said, he's holding his neck, but he looks good. Put his helmet back on. He'll be ready to go here shortly. Just hope he's okay. And you know, just a bruised muscle on his neck, possibly.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm sure we'll see him back on the ice as Utah fires a shot. It's deflected. Almost made its way to the net. After multiple deflections, it's Bisson at the point. Point to point it goes. Music sends it towards the middle, and it'll be scooped up by Doan. Petrazik able to skate that one in for Colorado State. Bisson tried to shovel it around him, and he will win the puck for Utah. And now he tried to get it over to Gibney, but he's forced into a scrum by Berger and Rudrow. Utah dumps it in. Gibney's there for Utah. 2 points so far tonight, a goal and an assist. And
another penalty coming.
We will get another penalty, and Colorado State not quite doing as good of a job as they did last night, staying out of the box. And Utah has made them pay. 2 for 3, as we mentioned, but we will get a penalty. Looks like it'll be assessed to Sam Adams, number 16. Tripping.
Time of that penalty, 2:30. So this is Utah's 4th power play opportunity in only 22 and a half minutes. And like you said, they are 2 for 3 right now on the power play. So, you know, right now they're firing in this game 66.6 repeating percent.
That's right. That's pretty darn good. That would bring that percentage up that they currently have. So Utah wins that faceoff. It's Larilla. Now over to Correa. Larilla calls for it at the point. He controls. Back over to Correa. Larilla calling for it again, but Correa opts to send that puck down low. Lorilla at the point. Stick handles, head fakes over to Correa, who fires a wrist shot, blockered away by North. Correa at the point. Nice pass to Lorilla, who fires a wrist shot, blockered away again. There's Captain Michael Urtis. Gibney, Lorilla. Nice keep at the line. There's some pressure there from CSU, and they will eventually get it out. With 1:20 remaining on this penalty kill for them.
Utes going for a full change as well.
It's like Lorilla will be the lone skater to stay out here as he starts the breakout, dumps it in. Calling for it at the point. Slater, point to point, Lorilla. Lorilla over to Light. Light, Lorilla, Light again. Light's got it, fires a shot.
Man, his release is quick.
It really is. Good blocker save. There's a one-timer in the middle for Brady Schwab, and a pad save by North, who's been forced to make some big saves on this penalty kill.
Yeah, that's a big kill, or a big clear for Colorado State to get it down the ice on that, because Utah was well set up, and they'll be offsides as Light brought it in. But yeah, good clear for Colorado. I mean, Utah was, as I said, well set up, moving the puck well, getting shots off. Now there's only 28 seconds remaining in the power play, 15:57 remaining on the clock. Score is 2-0 for the Utes. Let's see if they could win this draw and get in quick to set up.
CSU wins it, and they'll send it all the way down with 25 remaining on the power play for Utah. Delaney behind his own net. If he's quick, Utah may have one more chance remaining on this power play. Kraft across the line. Skating it in. Loops behind the net. Light back down to Kraft. And now it's Light again. 5 to go on the power play. He fires a shot. It's just wide. And Adams is out of the box. CSU will kill that one off. Make that 2 for 4 on the night for Utah. There's a shot from Slater, and it's a good save by North.
So we have another penalty coming up after the whistle, as looks like Kraft was pushed into the net by number 3, Chase Heckerson of Colorado State. Ryan Kemp put his arm up. And it looks like the Utes will go back. Oh, Kraft is actually going to the box. Okay, so that will put Colorado State on their first power play tonight.
I wonder what looks like the officials will huddle together. There's Michael Urtis looking for an explanation. Doesn't look like we'll see a penalty assessed to any Ram after that play.
And I did not see a signal, but I'm assuming it's probably a rough. And now Morgan Feeney conversing with Matt Orr about that call.
And the faceoff is won by CSU. Now they're on the power play. They're second of the game. And now to be Lapkovsky. Down low to Hunt Bond. Lapkovsky once more. Stick handling. And Utah wins that puck. It'll be played forward. Now here's Ethan Light and Schwab. Light fires a shot. Rebound coughed up right in front. Light will pick it up. Try and skate it back, but it's taken away. He's not giving up on the play, though. Makes a physical play to try and win that puck, and Lorilla's coming in to help. And there's another penalty. Or delayed penalty, rather, and now it's a penalty. And Utah will be forced to kill a 5-on-3 as a cross-checking penalty will be assessed to the Utes.
Yeah, that initial penalty on Kraft was a face mask minor, and this one coming up to Lorilla is going to be a cross-check. Time of the initial penalty was 4:38. Time of the second penalty is 5:17 of the second period. So now we'll see a 5-on-3 against, and the Utes scored their first goal on a 5-on-3. Let's see what Colorado State can do here.
Cromwell at the point. Point to point it goes. Nice save, Fuller. Probably one of their best chances to get on the board, as we've seen this entire weekend, is now it's Cromwell at the point. Down low it goes, back over to Cromwell. He fires a shot, deflected wide. It'll be Petrazik. Point pass Cromwell. Sends it back down low for Shuckman. Cromwell over to Rudrow. And we'll get a whistle. I am not sure what the whistle is for.
Looks like the net might have come off its moorings. And as far as power play for the Colorado State team, they are operating at 21.1% on the power play for the season. So a couple digits lower, a couple percentage points lower than the Utes.
Just a little bit. But a couple of good chances so far for Colorado State. They've got 49 seconds remaining on this 5-on-3, a pretty long 5-on-3. It's played off the glass and all the way out. Utah looking to burn some more time off this kill. And here comes Colorado State. Petrangelo into the zone. Sends it behind the net. Latkovsky. Near side half boards. Sends to the point. There's Doan who fires a shot. Rebounds loose. Fuller makes a save. It's still loose. And the Utah defense does an excellent job getting that puck out. Dangerous chance there for CSU as their bench is yelling as they saw an odd man rush opportunity. There's a shot from Latkovsky, and it's blocked by Sendin.
Yeah, and he felt that one staying on the ice as he's retreating for the puck, but he felt that shot.
And now Kraft will come out of the box. We'll get a whistle. But Utah kills off that 5-on-3. Still 34 seconds remaining on their second penalty. 5-on-4 we will skate now.
Yeah, so this is officially going to be their second power play opportunity of the night.
Utah getting a face-off down in the CSU zone during their kill obviously helps. With now 30 seconds remaining on that power play. It will be the Rams breaking it out. Cromwell over to Rudrow, and Utah gets a piece and dumps it all the way down.
Yeah, good work there by Kruchek as well as Nico Schwab to get that puck down the ice. They kind of worked together in tandem there to swipe the puck and then send it down.
Shuckman, cross-ice pass that makes it through. They fire a shot. Good save by Fuller and a great shot from TJ Norris. And Utah kills off all those penalties. They're back to full strength, 5-on-5. There's a shot. Good blocker save from Fuller through traffic. And that puck is sent all the way out. No icing is called there. Waved off. Now to be Cromwell. Over to Rudrow. He skates it in, leaves it for Sled. Sled towards the net, looking for the flying in forward there, that being Martin Petrazik. Petrazik with it now. Opts to skate it out, gets it over to Adams, and Adams dumps it in. Delaney over to the stick of Schneider, who gets a piece. Sunigal picks that puck away from CSU, but he's pressured from behind by Josh Rudrow. And the puck does come all the way out into the neutral zone. Schneider over to Sunigal. Sunigal still skating with it deep into the CSU zone. And now that puck will come out. It's Sleds at the logo. Skates it across the line. He's hit hard there by Music. And there's a backhand shot. Good pad save, Fuller. Not the quickest backhand shot, but they can catch you off guard when they're coming from behind like that, as Fuller forced to make a great save. With just about 11 minutes to be played here in the second. Nice play there by CSU, and Collins, he's skating in. He is brought down, and that will be a penalty against Larilla. He'll go right back into the box. I believe tripping will be the call there.
Yeah, that was he wasn't trying to, obviously, but their skates connected, took the man down as he was potentially on a breakaway. So if I'm Morgan Feeney, I'm not going to complain about that too much.
Kind of a bang-bang type play where two players fighting for the puck, but nonetheless, it will be a penalty against Utah, so CSU back to the power play. A lot more penalties in tonight's game than last night's game. We only had 4 in total last night.
Yeah, and we've got 7 right now. 4 to Colorado State, now 3 to the University of Utah.
CSU will skate it in. Collins trying to get around Correa. Sendin is there. He plays it off the glass and all the way out. As it'll be Hunt Bond behind his own net.
Pass to nowhere.
Yeah, no man's land there as there's some pressure being applied there by Slater.
And that's kind of it's kind of what I was referring to in the first period, where they're just a half step off on their passing, and if they can clean that up, they'll have better breakouts and set up better. But right now they're still having a little bit of trouble connecting with one another on those longer passes.
CSU attacking now on their power play. 1 minute to go. As they control, they fire a shot, blocked there by Light, and it'll come out of the zone. Utah bench cheering him on, making a good block there as Light. He's putting some great pressure on right there. He wins the puck, makes a move. He had what looked to be Schwab behind him, but a great hustle play there from Ethan Light, not giving up on the play.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him on my back if I'm in my defensive zone.
30 seconds to go on that power play, and Fuller will cover that one up. I agree with you. That when he's bearing down like that, I mean, he is a tough player to play against.
Yeah, and not only that, like one of the things that you can see out of the better players, and this is just in general, is, you know, they'll have a cruising speed, so to speak, but whenever they bend their knees a little bit, drop their backside, extend those strides, his jump is phenomenal. I saw him do it just a little bit there as he started that back check or forecheck rather from behind. But yeah, his second speed is something to behold.
So now to be Colorado State. Schuckman, point to point it goes. They send it towards the middle. Hits the stick of Norris. Utah fighting after that one. And you can hear the stick of Cross North. That means Larilla's out of the box and Utah kills the penalty. That puck sent towards the middle and it's deflected wide. CSU has it now. They fire it towards the net looking for a tip and it's deflected just wide.
Another
delayed penalty against Utah as North skates to the bench. Cromwell. And it'll be sent over to Rudrow. Rudrow towards the middle, it bounces, and Utah will get possession, and the whistle will blow. And it'll be
high sticking.
A high sticking penalty against Utah, and Bisson saying me. He's not sure if he. I didn't quite see it, but so yeah, it'll be Bisson taking a seat. 2 minutes for high sticking, and now Utah can't really stay out of the box here. Flurry of penalties pretty quickly there.
Yeah. So time of that penalty, 11:41 of the second period, puts Colorado State now onto their fourth power play opportunity. The Utes so far able to kill the previous 3.
And so Utah will send it all the way out.
One of the things this has the potential to do, even if they don't score, is give Colorado State a little momentum. As you know, they have the man advantage now for 8 minutes of this second period, and 2 minutes or about a minute and 40 seconds of a 5-on-3. So
Hunt Bond in the corner there. Stick handles with it. Sends it down low. Point pass. CSU with it. One-timer for Doan. It's blocked by Schwab. And he's feeling that one, but Utah is able to win that puck and play it off the wall. That was Larilla. And send it to full length.
Schwab trying to get to the bench before the breakout can start.
And a nice play at the line there by Slater to win the puck. And now CSU's back the other way. Collins off the wall to Latkovsky. He fires a shot, patted away by Fuller. Latkovsky behind the net. He's pinned there by Young, and Utah able to get that puck all the way out. Nice job by Young to get his man Latkovsky pinned up there and get the puck away with 30 seconds remaining on the power play for the Rams. They skated in, and that will be offside. It just barely crossed that line, so we'll get a whistle with 6 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the second.
Yeah, and that offsides was set up by the hustle of Jean Carré, who was at almost at the center ice dot. As soon as he saw that pass go to that left wing, he just beelined it right over to force a decision to be made by the CSU player, and ultimately kind of created that offsides. So great hustle by John Carré there.
And CSU does win that faceoff. It'll be Rudrow, that being Justin Rudrow. And puck skied up into the air and slides all the way down to the CSU zone. Bisson is getting ready to leave the box as Utah looking to kill off their third penalty in a row. And it's sent all the way down, and they will kill it again. So they've killed 4 of 4 tonight, and 3 consecutive penalties kind of in a row there. Noonan over to Senden. Senden to Kraft. Sonnegoal at center ice. They'll skate in with it. Peeling back. Sends it towards the net. It eventually does get there with a slow speed on that puck. It's Senden at the point. Fires a wrist shot. Good save. It bounces over to the far side where Schneider's there for Utah. He kicks it over to Sonnegoal, and Sonnegoal tries to get it up to the point, but it's taken away by Sluds. Fuller comes out to play the puck all the way around the boards on the near side, and Utah will send it out. They come in the zone. Here's Sonnegoal peeling back, fires a shot. Good save by North, and a smart play by Sonnegoal to peel back and look for that clean wrist shot.
Yeah, good shot, good head, man. And also want to point out that I believe it was Schneider that left that for Sonnegoal, because it was a either you or I situation. He left it. Sonnegoal had it on his stick for about half a second and released it really quick. But good job by North to hold on to that, not let a rebound, as Schneider was right there on the doorstep as well.
So Utah with the puck now. Kruchek to Gibney, who had some space, couldn't quite get a handle on it. Delaney, no look pass down low to Kruchek. 5 minutes left here in the second. Utah now with a 2-0 lead. They fire a shot through traffic, and North makes the save. There's a shot from the point and another save from North.
Quick shot there from Larilla at the point. Just a one-timer from way out. Gibney went down right in front, and good thing that that puck was elevated slightly so that it didn't hit the head of Gibney. Friendly fire's never a good thing.
No, yeah. You feel those too. I mean, the shots are just as hard, of course. And now it'll be CSU getting the puck out. Curtis finds Slater in some open space. Slater quickly spins around. Point pass to Delaney. Delaney skating with it. Head fakes. Over to Urtis. Urtis reverses play to the far side, and they'll reverse it right back to the near side. Urtis skated in and left it. Slater came in to help. Correa keeps that puck in with the stick. Here's Correa in the slot. Shoots. Good save by North. And a good chance from Correa, kind of on his offhand shooting side, but nonetheless, a great chance from him.
Yeah, and that was really close to going in, too, because Slater and Erdis were both crossing in front of North as that puck was released. I mean, that could have hit either one of them and gone in, but it was a seeing eye puck, as they like to say, all the way to the chest of Cross North.
North stopping 28 of 30 shots so far, and we haven't even played the third period yet, so all things considered, pretty good performance from him tonight between the pipes for Colorado State.
Yeah, and both of the goals that have been scored so far by the Utes have been power play goals.
What a big hit there from Cole Music. But yes, absolutely 2 power play goals for the Utes, and that's their bread and butter. I mean, you know, Utah making Colorado State pay for, you know, putting that top power play unit out there. Now it'll be the Rams getting the puck out of the zone. Caught in a little bit of snow there in front of the Utah bench. And now it'll be Ethan Light. Makes a nice move. It's bouncing around in the high slot, and CSU takes it away. A 3-on-2 if they hurry. They just dump it in, and Fuller will come out to play it. Oh, and a turnover there. Bruce Franke fires a shot. Good save, Fuller on the doorstep after a misstep there from Utah.
Yeah, Fuller coming up big on that because that was a miss puck handle and just beside the net by the defense of the Utes. And right on the doorstep was a CSU player, and Fuller didn't have a lot of time to adjust, but he was right there, square to the shot, tracking that puck all the way.
Just under 3 minutes to be played here in the second. 1 goal in the first for Utah, 1 goal in the second. That goal in the first came with 8 seconds left. And that goal in the first came with 8 seconds left, and the goal in the second came with just barely a minute into that.
Not even, it was at the 37-second mark of the second period.
So yeah, very late in the first and early in the second. And other than that, that's it. As Utah controls again, looking for a late one. They fire a shot. Good save by North. There's a point pass. And the Utes fire one, and it's a good save by North. Kruchek's pinned up along the boards there. And now it will be Doan. Doan off the wall and out, and that will go for an icing.
Yeah, I think that was a good play by Doan. You could tell the players for CSU were tired, and, you know, obviously in ACHA, there's no change after an icing, but it does set up about a 15 to 20 second rest period for those players. So they're going to want to win this draw, CSU, and get the puck out of their zone without icing it so they can get some fresh skaters on the bench. Utes made a change after that icing, so they have 5 fresh skaters on the ice to the 5 tired skaters.
There's a one-timer, and it's blocked in front by the CSU defense. There's a big hit again from Music. Open ice, but CSU comes the other way. It's a 3-on-1 if they hurry. They fire a shot towards the net. It never gets there and deflects right to the stick of John Correa. Correa peeling back, looking for help. He's hit hard there. And, wow, a couple of plays in transition. CSU back towards Utah. And there's a shot for Petrazik. It'll be covered up, and we'll get a whistle.
Yeah, the crowd going a little, getting a little loud when John Correa got hit there, but he was far enough away from the boards. It was a clean hit, so no penalty there. And that would have been, if he was close to the boards, that would have been a good example of a boarding call. We talked about that last night. If you were able to watch the program last night, as there was a questionable non-call, but you know, he was far enough away that nothing came of it.
90 seconds remaining here in the second. Nice stick there from Sunigal. He'll skate it in, fires a shot. It's deflected. Oh my goodness, it hit the back of the net, but if it had been any higher, it could have hit the back of North and bounced in for Utah. And now Schneider will chase after this one for the Utes. Backhand pass over to Delaney. Delaney over to Kraft. Kraft going to get to Sunigal. Sonegal sending it towards the net for a flying in Schneider, but North gets to it first and stops the clock.
Good period for the Utes so far. Obviously, they took a few penalties, so the penalties right now are evened up 4-4, but the Utes have scored on 2 of the 4 opportunities that they've had tonight.
Yeah, I mean, 2 for 4. Definitely a solid power play, as now it'll be Utah controlling. They fire a shot, they score! And it's waved off.
Yeah, high stick. So Schwab.
And it looks like Coach Morgan Feeney wants a
review of that one.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to challenge that one, I believe.
Yeah, but for the high stick play there, it has to be above the crossbar. And I saw Kemp and Matt Orr talking there about that play, and Kemp motioned that the stick was all the way up by the head, which Nico Schwab's about 6'1", maybe 6'2", and stick was all the way up there. And he's telling the captain right now that's where it was played. So they're not going to review it. Kemp was right in the right position to see that play and call it dead, wave off the goal. And we will progress here with 52.3 seconds remaining in the second period. Here live from the Salt Lake County Sports Complex, a.k.a. Steiner.
It looks like the officials talking to both benches. There looks like there was an explanation to head coach Morgan Feeney, but yep, the goal will not count. A high stick above that crossbar. So we'll stay at 2-0. That would have been another late period goal.
It would have been at the same exact time as the first goal in the first period.
And now it'll be a shot and a good save by North. Officials forced to break up a small scrum there in front of the net.
Yeah, Letkovsky didn't like the fact that Kruchek was right on the top of the crease after North had covered or held onto that puck.
And Utah wins that one cleanly. It goes to the point. They're looking for another late period goal. Larilla down low to Gibney. And now it'll be Doan taking it away for Colorado State. And sent all the way out. 20 seconds to go here in the second. There's a play right in front. They shoot just wide. Nice one-timer set up by CSU. 10 seconds to go. They're attacking here. Gibney's pinned up along the boards. It'll be Schwab who's hit. And now Kruchek skates it in, and the horn will sound, and we've got a penalty, a delayed penalty it looks like. We'll have to see. Oh my goodness, yep, there will probably be another penalty called. And tension's kind of flaring here.
Yeah, that initial penalty was to Letkovsky against Nico Schwab. I saw him go down. I saw the arm go up. I didn't see the play, but Nico Schwab, unfortunately, is probably going to get one as well for a cross check. At both penalties will be at the 20-minute mark of the second period.
Hopefully we get some sort of signal. And I know at the end of the period like this, they may not. They might just, give the verbal confirmation to the scorers table as we have a conversation in front of the benches here. But we'll send it down ice side in a moment here. It looks like Taylor Callahan will be standing alongside Josh Rudrow for Colorado State. And we will send it down there. So Taylor Callahan is rinkside with Josh Rudrow from Colorado State. Take it away, Taylor.
CSU fans, we're excited to have you back. I'm Taylor Callahan, and this is Jack Rudrow, number 18. So how are you feeling after that period, and kind of what motivation changed going from first to second?
I'm feeling pretty good about that shift and period. Just got to keep working hard and probably just knowing that this team's beatable and just keep pushing ourselves, pushing them to cause turnovers and win battles.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. So you guys seem like you have great teamwork. How do your coaches kind of help you get that teamwork on the ice?
They push ourselves, they push us, and they push our team to work together with each other and on the ice so we can work together, build chemistry with each other so we can make plays and win games.
Yeah, we're super excited to see you guys in the third period, so thank you so much, Jack. It's great to hear from you.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Taylor. We are back upstairs here just for a moment. We're going to send it to a break, but with that being said, we mentioned this at the broadcast multiple times. We just want to say congratulations once again to the M2 Skating Utes. They won the Mountain West Collegiate Hockey League Championship up in Missoula, Montana earlier today, so they are league champions of their conference, and they'll be getting that auto bid to the national tournament, so they are locked in to go to St. Louis. We've got a highlight reel we will play right after we throw it to break. So with that being said, without further ado, we'll take a look at that highlight reel. Once again, congratulations to M2. Also, we'll be up here for the second intermission report in just about 10 minutes. So don't touch that remote. Plenty of hockey left tonight at the break. It's Utah 2, CSU 0.
My name is Marguerite Van Komen, and I'm a snowbird ski patrolman. My dog's name is Frank. What a good boy, huh? What a good boy you are. I start every morning waking up and having breakfast with the dog, and then we finish every day having dinner together, but everything in the middle changes. We train them using their own instincts, so instead of hunt for dinner, they're hunting for humans. A lot of thought goes into choosing these dogs. Number one, they've got to be able to handle the cold. Number two, they got to be pretty hardy. And three, we're looking for very high drive dogs. The dog that is going to chew your sofa up at home, we want that dog. The people, the mountain at Snowbird, it's just special. And everything you want to do is here in Salt Lake. Get off the plane, grab your gear from the luggage cart, and within 30 to 45 minutes, you're up here and skiing on snow. You know, Salt Lake is super unique. We have 4 full seasons. So you can come up, ski all morning till the snow gets a little too smushy, and then you go and hit 18 at the golf course at the bottom of the mouth, and then you can go out for a wonderful dinner and see theater. It's amazing how much you can fit into your day. And not only do we have everything that you want to do, but we have great people to do it with. Everyone wants to be outdoors, happy, and go and play. Every day is different, and I love that. I love showing up to work and going, what is on the plate today? Snowbird is my family, and Salt Lake is my home, and Frank is a great part of that. My name is Marguerite Van Komen. I'm a snowbird ski patrolman, and I am Salt Lake.
Thanks for calling the Salt Lake Visitor Center. If you have any questions, please leave a message and we'll get back to you.
Hello! I tell you what, I'm just going to put you on speaker. All right, a little about me. I'm a bit of a phenomenal skier, so I want to take my family on a vacay, which is short for vacation. Hope you don't mind the abbreviations. I'm just short of time today, so I need to sort of hurry things along. Just a few simple questions for you. They call Salt Lake Ski City, but you do ski in the mountains, right? I'm just picturing myself skiing down the sidewalk there next to the shops. Knowing my luck, I'll do one of my big flips and end up in the traffic. So I don't want that to be the case. Look, I've got to go. You're really keeping me here. Although I will say, I'm going to see your Utah Jazz play a basketball game. And I've heard there's a couple of Australians in the team. So here's my question. Are they causing you any trouble? I just had a thought. The average snowfall near Salt Lake is 500 inches. If I was to utilise all of that to build a giant snow person, would that be majestic or a bit scary? Oh, hey, listen, just quietly. I'm a big family guy. You know that. I've told you that. But after a few days with them, I'm going to need a drink. That's legal, right? I hear Utah has the youngest population of any state. So if I was to head down to one of your hot rockin' clubs or a social event, would there be a youth person in there that might be able to explain Snapchat to me? My kids just won't do it. Now, I've heard there's a bit of a Sharks versus Jets rivalry between the skiers and the snowboarders. And if I made that movie, would you watch it? Oh, when was your last Yeti sighting? Are you getting all this, by the way? I'm assuming you can rewind. The Utah state bird is a California gull. I mean, even you've got to admit that is confusing. I guess that's more of a statement than a question, but still I thought I'd bring it up. Now, your Ski City Super Pass, I take it that's part of the Marvel Universe. If I get that, will people call me the Winter Soldier Man? I really wish you could see this. All right, well, this will be costing me, so I better go. Thanks for everything. Bye.
Beth from the Salt Lake Visitor Center calling you back to answer your questions. First off, yes, you can absolutely drink here. We'd prefer if you ski in the mountains, and I'm happy to call you Winter Soldier.
Welcome to the Rocky Mountains.
Welcome to open trails and new vistas.
Welcome to stunning Red Rock.
Welcome to the greatest snow on earth.
By the tree of broken glass, where the hope.
Welcome to Game Day Fun.
Anything could last. So let's go and take the words that we know.
Welcome to the party!
Of thoughtful dreams. But if you listen, you can still hear.
Welcome to Pac-12 Sports.
Welcome to world-class research.
Welcome to the arts.
Welcome to real-world experiences.
We can go to that bridge that crosses over fear.
Welcome to a great education.
Love and what it does to those they hold near. So let's run till the water.
Welcome to new friends.
We can toss our worries far away from our hearts. And if you listen,
Welcome to the time of your life.
not hear them calling out our names, calling out our
Welcome to all you can imagine.
though we might fade and fall, we'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab it, walk and see. Those gray clouds look close, but we have come and gone.
Welcome to the University of Utah.
So get up and grab it, walk and see.
Welcome back to the Utah Hockey Broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is Patrick McGann alongside Mitchell Slott. We're here for the second intermission report between Utah and Colorado State. At the break, we have a score, Utah up 2-0. We had a slew of penalties called, well, not a slew, a couple of penalties called at the end there. I made a comment like, oh my goodness, Lakovsky went flying, but there was a reason he went flying. It's because he was embellishing.
Yes, he was. So just to catch everybody up, at the 20-minute mark of that second period, the initial penalty, the delayed penalty, was a roughing on Latovsky, or Latkovsky rather, and when the penalty to the University of Utah was a cross-check on Nico Schwab, and then because of that cross-check, an additional penalty was given to Latkovsky of an embellishment. So the University of Utah will be on the power play to start the third period. But all three of those calls happened at the 20-minute mark of the second period. But let's talk about that second period a little bit, because there was a lot of penalties, comparatively speaking. All four of the Utes' penalties so far took place in that second period. Only 2 penalties went to Colorado. So Colorado had 10 minutes of power play time. They've been unable to get through Garrett Fuller and the penalty kill of the University of Utah. And now we're going to start the third period with a full 2-minute power play. But I think both teams, I don't mind as the games go along, as a series, the weekend series build, the animosity builds. It's kind of a natural transition, if you would, or evolution is the word I was looking for. But it hasn't really been nasty. There's been a couple, after the whistle things that we've talked about, but a lot of the calls have been trips, holds, a cross-check here and there.
Just minors here and there, really. I mean, nothing crazy, right? Just these 2-minute minor penalties. And for Utah, I think the story is 2 for 4 on the power play so far. I'd say that's a success tonight so far. Looking really good on the power play. And yeah, CSU not being able to stay out of the box as well as they were yesterday. But also the story is Utah scoring late and early in these periods. That late goal in the first, the early goal in the second. Look for that here in the third period coming out with that power play, right? So, I mean, something to look for if you're Utah. And I'm going to say it. We said it the last break. They need more goals, right?
Yeah.
Some more insurance. Colorado State is very well in this game.
They are in this game, and a lot of it is because of the penalties, especially that period that Utah took. So they need to stay out of the box in this third period. Obviously, they're going to start with Nico Schwab in the box, but they do end up with the one-man advantage, like I just said. But, moving forward after this penalty or after this power play, they have to stay out of the box. You don't want to give a team like Colorado State, because Colorado State is just looking for that opportunity to get one past Fuller to bring this to a 1-goal differential game. So discipline is going to be key. I hope Morgan Feeney is keying on that. Like, guys, we can't spend half a period shorthanded. We just can't. We're not going to be able to put pucks behind North if we're killing penalties. Let's stay out of the box. Let's play our game, which is that speed game. It's using the full, full ice sheet here. And if they can do that, I think they can get at least 1, maybe 2 more past North. But North has been playing well. He played well last night, and he's playing well again tonight.
What's the 30 shots? So he's made 28 saves on 30 shots. I mean, like we said, all things considered, that's through 40 minutes of play, right? That's sometimes a full night for some goaltenders. So playing very well tonight. There was also a goal waved off there at the end of the second period. Utah got waved off for high sticking, but nonetheless, you like to see the physical presence in front of the net. Utah trying to get those tip-in goals.
Yeah, I think if they can establish that, it'll make the job that much harder for Cross North, for CSU to see those pucks coming his way. Right now, he's being able to see a lot of the shots that are being put on him by the University of Utah. So get some of that traffic in front. Use the width of the ice to get the puck in the zone and move the puck around the zone. But when it comes time to shoot the puck, get somebody in front of Cross North. And I think that may be the key to get one past him. We'll see. The players are about to make their way onto the ice here in just a moment and get things going. But I think for University of Utah, keep doing what you're doing, but let's get a little more traffic in front of Cross North.
Absolutely, and for Utah as well, I think the defensive presence and obviously the goaltending should be shouted out. Colorado State still looking for a goal tonight, of course. they're going to give their best effort here in the final 20 minutes, but I think if you're Utah, stay stout defensively and keep it going. They're riding a hot wave right now on a one game, I guess one last night, but yeah, they won 2 of their last 3, so for Utah, just kind of keep it up.
Yeah, and also one of the things that you have to keep in mind for Colorado State is they still are playing for pride. Right now, they haven't been able to score 1 goal against this Utah team, and they're going to want to try to leave here with at least 1 goal. But, you know, I mean, that's a heavy load to hoe or to carry, trying to just get a goal, get a goal. But the Utes doing good so far.
Absolutely. So with that being said, we'll see if CSU can break through the Utah defense. They've got 20 more minutes to do so. We'll just send it right back down to the ice, and we'll get ready here for the third period of play between Utah and CSU. And with that being said, both teams out on the ice now, and you will have the puck drop between Utah and CSU in just a few moments.
Now, the question for me, if I'm the head coach of CSU, Camden Lambert, how do we establish? You know, we're going to start the third period short, and then once we kill off this penalty, if we're able to kill off this penalty, how do we really establish that offensive pressure that has been lacking for the past, hour of playtime, the full game of playtime? So, you know, I'm interested to see if they're able to make adjustments to put some pressure on, because if the Utes can stay out of the box for the remainder, for the full third period, they're going to be, it's going to be hard to get a puck past both the defense and Garrett Fuller.
And so those penalties being announced in the arena now, as you mentioned at the top of the show, and the intermission report rather. Blatkowski taking the 2-minute minor for embellishment. And then that other penalty was on Utah.
Nico Schwab.
Nico Schwab, another minor, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
So we'll skate 4-on-4. To start out this third period of play, 4-on-4 on an Olympic sheet, so space won't be a problem as we are squeegeeing off some of that water. We saw that last weekend. That was thankfully didn't play a factor any of really the goal scoring, but it can, so you want to get that ice nice and dry. But with that break, I do want to mention, we were kind of talking about it, Utah having a great weekend. Now, one of the highlights I have written on my notes here, they are number 8 in the country in goals against. So they give up the 8th fewest goals in the country. That's obviously bodes very well for a team making a national championship push.
Absolutely. If you can keep the puck out, I mean, the goal differential for the University of Utah is 48 goals plus. So they've scored 48 more goals, now 50 goals. Actually, no, I'm going to amend that. 48 plus 7 is 56 goals more scored than have been allowed, including last night's game and going into this third period as we sit 2-0. So 5 goals last night, 2 tonight, plus 7 is where I get that number. You know, it's again that hockey map. I had to use both hands again. Yeah. This time 2 fingers and all on one hand, 5 on the other to add. But yeah, I mean that's very key. If you can keep other teams off the scoreboard and put yourself on the scoreboard for a team that's looking for a national championship, and that being the ultimate goal, I think the Utes are set up pretty well right now.
Absolutely. So with that, it actually looks like Utah will be on a 5-on-4 power play after all that.
Yeah, because of the 2 penalties to Letkovsky.
So, referee's getting ready to drop the puck. We've got a clean sheet of ice, and we are underway in Salt Lake City for period number 3 between the Rams and the Utes in game 2 of the series. And Utah will start out with the puck on the power play, 2 for 4 thus far tonight. They'll skate it in. It's John Correa. Correa peeling back. Getting it in deeper behind the net there for Senegal. Senegal over to Larilla. Lorilla over to Urtis, and now it's back up to Lorilla. And the puck is won there at the point by Ty Doan. He'll skate it in, peels back, fires a shot, and that one is up and out of play.
Yeah, good work by Doan there. I mean, they were between Lorilla, Correa, they had Doan kind of spinning around trying to playing a little game of keep away. But Doan, good job by him to stick with it, finally get his stick on the puck. Shot attempt deflected out of play. We'll have a defensive zone draw, but good job by Doan there, single-handedly disrupting the power play of the Utes.
So a minute and 15 to go on that power play for Utah. With a 2-goal lead here in the third period. Kraft peeling back, sends it towards the middle for Schwab. Goes all the way over to Light. Gets it to Brady Schwab, and then goes all the way around to Gibney. Gibney to Schwab. To Delaney, who kind of mishandled it, and the puck will come out eventually. And here comes Petrangelo with the space. He fires a shot. Pad save by Fuller. A little bit of a miscue there for Utah, but Fuller making a good save. A good short-handed chance there for the Rams.
Yeah, just 30 seconds remaining on this power play.
Gibney over to Schwab. Point pass, Delaney. It's Light, back over to Delaney. Delaney makes a move, high slot, skating with it. Over to the dot for Gibney, who fires a shot. Another shot, good save north. The rebound's loose. It's kicked around there. And now it'll be Delaney. Point pass, Light. 9 seconds to go on the power play. Delaney fires a shot. Just wide. Rebound kicks back out in front, and the puck will slide over the blue line. And CSU's back to full strength. Grasso, who was serving the penalty, will skate across the ice. CSU able to kill that penalty, so Utah 2 for 5 on the night for power plays.
Yeah, not the best looking power play for the Utes, but that was also due to the pressure by Colorado State up high on that in their box. A couple opportunities towards the end of that power play. North having to save 2 or 3 shots right at the end in the last 10 seconds. But prior to that, not a lot of danger on that last power play for the Utes.
So 17:40 remaining here in the third. Utah gets that puck out just barely as CSU will throw it right back in and be forced to regroup. Correa off the wall over to Urtis. He bats it in.
And that took a really weird bounce off the kick plate, bounced up in the air. And I know that's not what Correa was looking for when trying to get it to Urtis.
There's a shot, good save Fuller. It comes loose. Music able to pitch it forward there to Correa. And now it'll be Urtis. Rings it all the way around. And he'll scoop right back in. Now it'll be Slater dancing around. Urtis, point pass. Sendin, stick handles, fires a shot. Good save by North. And early on here in the third period, Utah pressuring CSU with some authority.
Yeah, and it was good to see Captain Mike Urtis come over and talk to Sendin after Sendin was very patient and waiting for the right moment to release that puck on net. Unfortunately, like I was saying, not a lot of traffic in front, and I think if they're going to get it through, that's what they're going to need, is that traffic right in front of Cross North, because he's seeing it tonight.
He really is. 38 shots now is that grand total. Utah with it. Kraft knocked loose by Sleds. Now it's Heckerson. Cromwell coming in to help. They're able to get it out. Nice move there by Sendin, but this goes back and forth. Schneider backhands it into the zone. Utah with it now. That's Gibney down low. Sleds wins the puck. There's a point pass to Lorilla. Across it goes. There's a shot fired by Delaney and a good save by North. Lorilla at the point. Oh, pass just outside of the reach of Gibney. So now it's Nico Schwab with it. Nico Schwab fending off a defender, still with it. Backhands in it. What a shot. Good save by North, and what a play by Nico Schwab. Looks like there's a player without a glove out there. There's a black glove on the ice. That was Nico Schwab.
Nico Schwab. Yeah, he made that play sans one glove.
And we'll get a quick whistle. Latkovsky out of the box. He'll finish. Wow. He just finished serving his penalties, and the most dangerous player on CSU is back on the bench and back to being an available weapon for the Rams. And now it'll be Ethan Light after Utah wins the faceoff. Nice active stick there from Josh Rudrow. Here comes Norris into the zone. Whacked at by Young, and now there's Schwab in for Utah. It's Norris once again. Norris behind the net, and there's a big hit. And Music really throwing his body around tonight. I've seen him been on the giving end of multiple big hits. There's Hunt Bond, near side corner. Now it's Norris. Norris over to Young. Young sends it all the way in. Utah gets a change. Almost a mishandle there. Light was bearing down hard for that puck, and now it'll be Hunt Bond getting it in, and Utah fires it out.
Unable to get it deep, though. It's sent all the way back into the offensive zone for the Utes.
CSU gets that puck out, and we'll get it deep into the Utah zone. There's a point pass, a shot, and it's scooped right up by Utah. That was Correa. And here comes Slater and Correa. Correa with some space, nice active stick, goes towards the net, and nice, really nice play there by Sam Adams to break that up for Colorado State. Potential goal scoring situation there for Utah, dangerous chance. There's Bisson, backhands a pass over to Senden. Senden off the wall, and that will go for icing with 13 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in the third period. An updated shot count of 38 for Utah and 16 for Colorado State.
Yeah, I just want to touch on the teamwork that I'm seeing out of the Utes right now between Slater and Correa as they go in, because the puck was initially poked away from Correa. Slater following in, takes the puck. They're able to get it in deep. And then right there on the back check, as CSU was trying to enter the zone, you saw one defender take the man, the other defender come in, take the puck. They're able to get it out. It did go down for an icing, but it absolutely eliminated a potential scoring opportunity for CSU.
There was some sort of play that happened behind the play, and there is a penalty, and it looks like CSU will be on the receiving end of this one. That's going to be Christian Collins. He's hearing it from the fans here, and the referee's huddling up here. We'll see the call right now, and it was
okay, that's a 5-minute major on Christian Collins for head contact.
And Cromwell discussing with the officials. I'm not sure there's really much to discuss if you're Colorado State.
No.
The Ute on the receiving end of that was obviously slow to get up. Hopefully he's okay, but for CSU, there's not much to argue about. A dirty play is a dirty play.
Yes, it is, and it was good enough to warrant a 5-minute major. And, you don't want to put the most powerful power play on the ice for a 5-minute major when they can score at will, meaning if they score one goal, they can keep going and score a second one.
And there's another hit there, and we'll get an offside.
Yeah, Larilla put down to the ice pretty heavily by Petrangelo there. But Larilla took that hit, still tried to get the puck in. Offsides was the call. But
Latkovsky wants a face-off. He's pushing the puck over to the other dot. Face-off is where the referee says it is, not where the player wants it to be. And that puck will be sent all the way down.
Starting to see a little frustration out of Colorado State. I didn't expect it, especially in a tight game like this. I mean, 2 goals If you're Colorado State, you get one in.
What a pass to Sunnigal. Sunnigal across the ice looking for the one-timer. But yeah, I agree with you, Mitchell. It kind of tempers boiling over for the Rams.
And this is really where we talked about the Utes needing to stay out of the box, and this is one of those cases where you let CSU do whatever they need to or want to, essentially to you, and just don't retaliate, because that's what's going to get called.
Here comes Hunt Bond. He skates it in with some space. He fires a shot. Good save by Fuller. He saves the rebound point blank. Unbelievable save by Garrett Fuller. And Utah is now going to counterattack. It'll be Sunnigal across the line. Slater flying in. And that puck skied up into the air and out of play.
And it looks like Matt Orr is letting CSU know that they won't be able to change, as that puck went directly out off of the stick of a CSU player in their defensive zone. Did not hit the glass. It's not a penalty like it is in the NHL, but you aren't allowed to change when the puck gets shot directly out of the playing area.
Face-off won by Utah. Delaney controls at the point. Light over to Delaney. Now it's Gibney. Delaney, Gibney again. They play catch. They do it again. Delaney, one-timer for Light, tipped in front, and it's kicked out to the near side for Ethan Light. Light over to Gibney. Gibney skating it in, driving. Schwab comes in to help him out. Schwab point pass. It's Delaney again. Delaney winding up a wrist shot. Good save by North.
Yeah, and a heavy contact battle in front of the net between Kraft and Cameron Cromwell of CSU. I could see Ryan Kemp eyeballing the two as they were jousting for position in front of the net. And it just so happened that the two of them kind of got tangled up to the right side of the net right as that shot was released, and that allowed Cross North to see that shot from the point all the way in. But great battle in front of the net. Love to see that.
Absolutely. Nice physical presence. Utah wins the faceoff. Larilla fires a shot. It's tipped and just goes wide. And Utah maintains possession. Larilla down low to the captain, Urtis. Michael Urtis with the puck behind the net, and that'll get sent all the way out as there are 3 minutes remaining on this 5-minute major assessed to Colorado State. Larilla back over to Slater. Slater skating in front of the benches there with some speed, goes behind the net, plays it to himself a couple of times. Along the wall there. Slater to the point for Larilla. He backhands it deep into the zone. Sunnigal's there. Urtis there to help out as well, along with Kruchek. Larilla at the point. Fires a shot, hits a skate, never gets the net. 2:20 to go on this power play for Utah. Slater at the point. Cross ice pass. They fire a shot, and it's deflected out of play. And a nice chance there for the captain, Michael Urtis, but thus far, Utah held off the score sheet on this 5-minute major power play for them.
Yeah, I think that last shot by Urtis got deflected up and out off the knob of North's stick. It had that hollow-ish sound when it hit the stick and went up. Otherwise, I think I was labeled for the top shelf.
And Schwab tossed from the dot. He's not sure why. And Utah will win the faceoff anyways. Light a one-timer just off the mark. Gibney takes a hit from behind there, and Lefkowski is bearing down there on Delaney. Delaney makes a nice pass to Light. Light loses an edge at center ice, and Colorado State will fire that one all the way down. 10:30 to go in regulation time, 1:50 to go on the Utah power play.
Now another delayed penalty on Lefkowski.
He cannot stay out of the box today, and that will actually go for an icing. And we'll get that penalty called. Question for you, will the faceoff be in the CSU zone regardless of that icing call?
Well, if it's an icing, it'll come out into the neutral zone. It won't go all the way back like a normal icing would. It just would come out of the zone into the neutral zone for the face-off. Time of that penalty, 9:38 of the third period.
Is that his fourth penalty of the game?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's his fifth
Wow.
penalty of the game because he got doubled up on the initial rough at the end of the second period, and then the embellishment after the cross-check from Nico Schwab.
And I understand he's your kind of a role player for that team and kind of the leader, but you can't have your best player spend that much time in the box on any given night.
No, CSU's top player is kind of imploding a little bit, so to speak. 5 penalties in a game, that's 10 minutes you're off the ice without getting a 10-minute misconduct. So you're hurting your team 5 different times.
One-time shot, it's just wide from the stick of Lorillas. Utah's on a 5-on-3 here for the next minute and 8 seconds. They are attacking here with that 2-man advantage, taking their time to find the shooting lane. It's Correa, fires a shot and it deflects out of play. My goodness, Utah just can't break through.
No, and it's not for lack of opportunity.
Right, yeah. I mean, they look very good, but I mean, also give credit to CSU for the defending. I mean, there's been an onslaught of shots. It's 46 shots on there right now, and that has yet to be updated from that past sequence.
Yeah, but they're definitely controlling the play here. North just doing a good job in the net for them. Very aggressive, top of the crease. But again, I'm going to reemphasize the point that I made earlier. We need to get bodies in front so that North can't see those shots coming. And right now, we're not doing that. We have one guy in front, but I think if you have a second guy going in front of the net, that'll make things a little bit easier on the shooters, and definitely more difficult on North.
And so Utah wins that faceoff. It's Delaney over to Giboney. Giboney to the goal line for Ethan Light. Back over to Giboney. They shoot one-timer for Light, and it's just deflected. There's a broken stick on the ice. It was a Ute. It was Kraft's stick that broke. Sonegal joins the fray here from the bench with a fresh stick. Delaney, a one-timer, pad save by North. 22 to go on the 5-on-3 for Utah. Delaney at the point, over to Ethan Light.
Utah needs to get that stick out of the slot. It's right in the shooting lane.
Light and Delaney play catch. It's over to Giboney. Some head fakes, fires a shot. It's deflected, and a good glove save by North with 5 seconds remaining on this 5-on-3, and then after that it'll be 20 seconds and a 5-on-4 for Utah. Colorado State very close to filling in that hole of all those penalties. I mean, thus far, some pretty good kills.
Yeah, and here they win the draw and get the puck out right as the penalty ends. They're still shorthanded, so this will be the 6th power play opportunity now for the Utes.
Collins out of the box, 15 to go on the major for Lotkovsky. And Light played over to Schwab. It's Sonegal. And he can mark that up as a successful kill for CSU, and they win the puck here. And here comes Hunt Bond and Lotkovsky. He's got Lotkovsky, and a good diving play by Utah. I think that was Delaney diving down there and broke up a potential scoring chance for CSU, but 2 massive kills for Colorado State. Giboney trying to dance around his man there, and puck's taken away. Now it'll be Giboney the other way. Peels back. Cross ice pass to Slater. Slater crashing, fires a shot. Good save by North. My goodness, he is having a really good night. I mean, I would say without him in net tonight, the score, it looks a lot different than it does right now. I mean, Colorado State is in this game. There's 7 minutes and 43 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's kind of worrying me a little bit.
I mean, right, yeah.
Primarily because we're shooting, we're not being able to get through. And, you know, because of our attacking position, it's allowing for some potential odd man breaks. We've already seen a couple. And thank goodness Garrett Fuller is the type of goaltender he is, because he's held us in this, he's held every one of those offensive chances on the breaks at bay.
So now it'll be music. Yeah, he really has. He's made some big saves tonight. He's been in a position where he's had to, bail the Utes out a couple of times, and you got a goalie like Fuller. These guys are confident in him and know he's up to the task, as now it'll be CSU. Makozak, tape to tape, it goes to Cromwell. And now it's Shuckman and Sleds. Sleds trying to dance around Correa. Correa gets a piece of it. Correa plays it off the glass. Makozak sends it in. It's tipped and slides in the area of Fuller, who covers it up and forces a whistle.
Yeah, and good job by Music there to eliminate the pressure of Sleds, who was just to the left of the goal. Had that puck been juggled a little bit, he was right there, but Music did a really good job to cancel him out.
Puck is dropped, and Utah will take over after the faceoff. It's Noonan. He dumps it in. It actually hits Doan. Doesn't even get very far into the zone. And Doan will try and play it out. Nice keep there by Kruchek, and eventually Doan able to win the puck all the way out and send it the full length. That'll go for icing against CSU.
I mentioned it earlier, Pat, that the defensive responsibility being shown by the Utes is rather impressive. And you can tell, like, a lot of the offense is being generated from defensive posture, and then the transition immediately to offense and getting the puck out. Really impressive by the Utes. I've seen that before out of them, but they are doing a masterful job of it tonight, whereas CSU's having a little bit more difficulty in that realm, allowing, close to 50 shots right now on net, as opposed to the 18 against the Utes.
Schneider in the near side half hole. I definitely agree with you. I mean, that's 50 shots and only score on 2 goals. That's, you got to credit CSU. I mean, Utah's throwing the house at them. And now here they come into the zone. They peel back. And there's a shot. It's blocked, and Kruchek will get just an ever so slight tip on that puck and get the puck out. Here's Petrazik across the line. He skates it in. Utah bats that puck away. And looks like Schwab took a tumble there. Collins sends it towards the net. It bounces. Fuller sticks it away. He sends it again towards the net. Good save, Fuller. And Utah's able to get that puck out to the outside perimeter there. It's Petrazik again behind the net. Over to Cromwell. Latkovsky joins the fray. There's a scrum right there by the Utah bench. 5 minutes to be played in regulation. Colorado State hanging around, looking for a goal. There's a big hit by the Zamboni doors back there. And we'll get a whistle.
I think they're both going to go in that corner. That looks like Bisson and...
oh my goodness, yeah, there's going to be a couple of more going as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, fans liking that.
No, and that's one of the things the Utes cannot get mixed up in right now. Keep your head about you. But that is not Bisson. That was actually Noonan with the initial penalty. And also Sendin will go as well.
And there should be just as many Rams going to the box as well.
Yeah, number 27 for the Rams. That's Petrangelo.
It looks like it'll also be Christian Collins. The captains, or rather, it'll be Urtis and Cromwell mulling this over with the officials.
Yeah, all of those penalties happening at the 15-10 mark.
And Petrangelo, I believe, is going to get tossed from this one. Or no, or maybe it's... They told him to get out of the box. I can't imagine. I mean, it was an even number of players involved in the scrum after the play.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine the referees would make a mistake like this. I mean, there were 4 players, 2 on each side, involved. Absolutely 100%.
Yeah, there were. But I think maybe the initial call from Matt Orr down low with Noonan, he may have just only called 1 penalty in that situation. So, yeah, CSU will be on the power play with going into the box just being number 6, Christian Collins.
CSU catches a break there. I mean, there were two of their players were involved in that. Absolutely 100%.
Yeah, but again, like I was saying, it's all you want to stay out of those situations because the retaliation is what's going to be called, in those situations. And Senden should have just probably stayed out of that little scrum there with Noonan and Collins, but he stuck his head in there, and he's going to sit for 2. It's going to put Colorado on their 5th power play opportunity. And as soon as I hear what the actual penalties were, I will give them to you. Time of those penalties again, 15-10 of the 3rd period, and Colorado State is on the power play.
So this is huge for Colorado State. We'll get another whistle. There's a hand pass. Absolutely huge for Colorado State. Plenty of time to get to. And yeah, I mean, it is a power play for the Rams. And they'll have that face-off all the way down in their own end. And also, to add to your point, you don't want, your point of view for Utah, you don't want to get involved in this. You don't want to get a suspension and, late in a game like this where you're leading as here comes Shuckman. He skates in and he peels back. Don't at the point. Good defense there from Delaney. Light trying to fire it out. He fanned on it, and it's kept in by CSU. Doan fires a shot. It's deflected wide by Brady Schwab. And that puck is played all the way out. 40 seconds expired on this Colorado State power play as they start the breakout from their own end. Pietrangelo, near side half wall. Fires it behind the net. And Music will take it over. It sends it all the way around, and Slater will skate hard and try and beat Cromwell to the puck. He does. The goalie's got to hustle back. Slater fires a shot. Oh my goodness, what a save by North. He tried to out-hustle, and he just about made he just about tucked that 3rd goal home. I mean, oh my goodness, North was taking his sweet time, and Slater saw that the whole way. He was skating really hard, and nice play by him. Nice hustle play.
Yeah, it's another play similar to last night. Timing. Had that puck been released half a second sooner, it'd be in.
Yeah, right. He took kind of a little bit longer to fire that shot home, but nonetheless, excellent play by him as Kruchek very smartly will skate this one the opposite direction and fire it back the other way to burn some time. 40 seconds remaining on this power play for Colorado State. They are in dire need of a goal late here in the 3rd period to claw back in this game.
And real quick, those penalties: holding against Noonan and Collins, roughing against Senden.
And now it's Kruchek. Had some time and space, and he's just going to start a scrum here to burn some time. 15 seconds remaining on this penalty for Utah. It's Norris across the blue line. He skates it in, peels back. Delaney's there for Utah. 5 to go on that penalty until Senden comes out of the box. There he goes. Utah kills it off. They're back to full strength. Huge kill for the Utes late here in the 3rd period.
Big hit by Senden.
And we will get a penalty on that play.
And Senden's going to go right back to the box. I'm not really sure why. The puck was right there.
Interference
is the call.
A couple of missed calls, if you ask me, by the officiating staff late here in this 3rd period. But Senden will, again, put his arms up in the air. I'm right there with you, man. That is that's a missed call. Utah will be forced to kill once again.
Yeah, that's not really sure why that was. Like, literally, the puck was right there, and both players went shoulder to shoulder. But Senden will be called for an interference. Time of that penalty, 17:20 of the third period.
Yeah, Erdis going over to the referee Kemp, and he's laughing.
Yeah, I mean, again, but keep in mind, Pat, like neither one of us can see exactly where that puck was, but it looked like they both of those players looked at one another and went shoulder to shoulder, as it looks like Colorado State has taken a timeout, and gives us a chance to chat here a little bit about what we've seen on the ice.
I think Colorado State got 2 gifts late in this game, and I mean, about 2:50 to go in this game, and another power play, huge for Colorado State. Still, I mean, plenty of time left. Obviously, scoring has not come easy for them this weekend, but it doesn't matter. There still is plenty of time to get 2 goals here, and that's what the coaching staff is probably telling these guys. They're probably drawing up a play, but also it's like, guys, we are in this game. It's late. Let's stick it to them on home ice.
Yeah, and I fully expect for North to come out of the net here, because the puck is all the way down in the offensive zone for Colorado State. They're on the power play, and you know, if they can get one, they're gonna do their darndest to get a power play goal. 6 against 4. If I'm the coach, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not saying that is what he's doing, but it's the most logical sequence of events here would be for North to just stay on the bench and have 6 skaters out for the last 2:40. But it looks like North is going to stay out. Nope, he's going onto the bench. So he's Colorado State doing exactly what I was talking about. They're going to play 6-on-4 and try to get one past the Utes now.
So yeah, that 2-man advantage as they're looking to get one. 2:40 to go here in the third period. A 2-minute power play for the Rams. Their second one in a row and the second penalty in a row called on Sendin. And they control after winning the faceoff. Latkovsky at the point. Sends it over to Pietrangelo. Good defense there from Utah. And it's taken away in the doorstep. They fire a shot. They score! Collins gets the Rams on the board, and it's a power play goal. 2-1.
Time of that goal, 17:37. So it didn't take them long. Puck, unfortunate bounce. The Utes had that puck on their stick. They weren't able to get that out. And that does break up the shutout for a second shutout for Garrett Fuller.
And we'll get a whistle.
Yeah, Alan Poole didn't like the jousting between Latkovsky and Schneider behind Sean Benvenu, who's dropping the puck.
So Colorado State going to try and press hard here, obviously, for that second goal to get this thing into overtime. And you can expect North to probably go to the bench again if they get this puck in.
Yeah, if they get the puck in deep and they have possession, I would look for them to do that.
And now Colorado State behind their own net. They make a move. They skate it up forward, and here they come into the zone. Latkovsky, they're still skating 5 skaters with less than 2 minutes to be played here in regulation time. They're looking for that game-tying goal. They just scored their first goal of the entire weekend as they fire a shot, good save by Fuller. It's bouncing around, but first goal of the weekend for Colorado State just comes moments ago. Less than 3 minutes in the final period of the final game.
Yeah, that goal scored at the 17:37 mark, scored by Collins, assisted by Rudrow and Hunt Bond.
90 seconds to be played. The puck goes all the way down.
Officials down on the ice. We'll have a whistle here. I didn't see what happened to him. He was right in front of the bench.
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, looks to be Alan Poole. Yeah, let's hope he's okay. He's holding his head. Looks like his ear. Not sure if a puck hit him, a stick, or...
There's some players going for a change. Maybe an errant stick may have gotten him up high. I didn't quite see it. It was kind of behind the play.
One thing I can tell you about Alan Poole throughout the years, he's had his share of scrapes, bumps and bruises along the way. Refereeing is not an easy job, and not only that, it's not the safest job either, because you have 10 guys all flying all around the ice. You're trying to stay out of the way and not be part of the play, but occasionally it does happen, and you've seen it in all sorts of pro leagues where linesmen or referees will get hit by a puck or a stick or a player, and 99.99999% of the time it is completely accidental, and you don't like to see that happen. But he's up, he'll be all right. Just looks like he got maybe hit in the jaw. Now that I can see him, he's closer. He's shaking it off a little bit.
So face-off here in the Utah zone, 1 minute 26 seconds to go. North still out there for Colorado State. They fire a shot, the rebound's loose in front. Pad save by Fuller. It's still loose, bouncing around, and Utah sends that puck to the outside. A shot, good save by Fuller. I think he got a piece of it at the glove. There goes North, sixth attacker out on the ice. Last push here from Colorado State, the best hockey we've seen from them by far over the last 2 days. Utah looking for that empty netter. They fire it. They score! Givney ices the game, and that'll send the Rams packing. 3-1 Utah.
Yeah, empty net goal for Givney. That's his second goal of the game. And the Utes take a 3-1 lead with just 59.4 seconds remaining in the third period. Shots right now, 51-21. A lot of shots here in the third period, because 20 shots in the third period by the Utes, and a little over 12 shots for CSU.
Yeah, good push from them at the end of the game, and for a couple of gifts for power plays. Fuller was very close to having back-to-back shutouts. And a good push from CSU late, but Utah will skate away with the victory tonight. There's a big hit there at center ice.
Yeah, that last goal by Givney, scored at the 19:01 mark, assisted by Noonan and Lorilla.
And you already know here, there's going to be some tensions flaring here at the end, some frustration from CSU. Do not participate if you're Utah, obviously, but you will more than likely see it here with some physical scrums at the end of the game as they're fighting for this puck.
Yeah, and North is out of the net again, so 6-on-5 with just 10 seconds remaining. It
looks like, yeah, Utah, Colorado State still skating with it. It goes all the way down, and they will just let that clock run out, and that's it, folks. Utah wins. It's a final score of 3-1 over Colorado State. Heck of a game once again played by Garrett Fuller. He was minutes away from back-to-back shutouts.
Yeah, I can't believe how many shots were taken in that third period by the Utes.
Yeah, Utah finishes the game with 50 shots. Incredible. I mean, a good effort as well from Colorado State. I mean, 50 shots is a heck of a lot. And also, give credit to the goaltender across North. I mean, 47 saves on 50 shots is still a pretty darn good save percentage right there.
Yeah, I think with this effort and the effort of last night, Cross North might have just become their #1 goaltender.
If you ask me, I absolutely. I mean, what an absolute performance by him tonight, but obviously Fuller as well, only giving up the one goal. One goal given up on the entire weekend, so that's 120 minutes of hockey and only one goal given up for Garrett Fuller. But we knew that. He is a stud, and we knew that. We talk about it almost every broadcast. And he is just one heck of a goaltender.
He is, and the Utes are actually really lucky to have a triple threat in goaltending with Jackson Letty as well as
can't believe that one guy.
Greilich
Someone got flipped.
in net for the Utes. I mean, they're all three very, very, very good goaltenders. But looks like Taylor is down at ice level, but we don't have a player. As you can see, all the players on the ice, they're going to salute the crowd.
Yeah. Salute those of you watching at home as well. We thank you for tuning in. As the old captain Alex King and now assistant coach getting in the mix there.
Yeah, with his wingtip black and white shoes.
Looking classy out there, looking sharp.
Dapper.
Absolutely. That's a much more complete performance from Colorado State. I give them credit. It's a game that they really, considering the amount of chances and the amount of penalties they took, they really shouldn't have been in the game, but they hung around all night long. If you're the head coach of this Colorado State team, Camden Lambert, you're pretty happy with the performance tonight. I'm hats off to them for a great effort. Obviously for Utah, they get the win, of course, so great game played by them, but a great response in night 2 by this Rams team. And
Sam,
for a moment there were a couple pucks bouncing in front that could have made it a 2-2 game.
Both teams.
Yeah, there really was.
I get that.
And the Utes did a good job. That second opportunity that Colorado State had with the puck kind of bouncing in front of the net, the Utes did a good job to find the puck, get their stick on it, and get it out of the zone. Because that was really the last-ditch effort that Colorado had in their bag of tricks. But good weekend all the way around for the Utes. I would like to see a little bit more discipline out of them tonight as opposed to what we saw. But when you're constantly getting pressed upon, eventually you're going to get a little bit irritated, and it's human nature. Looks like Taylor Callahan has Gibney she's going to talk to. So here in just a moment, we're going to send it rinkside for the interview with number 27 for the Utes.
We will send it down. It'll be Gibney down there ice side with Taylor. So without further ado, Taylor Callahan, take it away with Gibney down at ice side.
You'll be great. No, you'll be great. Hey, Utah fans, super exciting final period. So I'm here with Eric Gibney, number 27 on the team. So, Eric, how did you feel getting that last shot of the game or goal?
It felt good. Not our greatest game, but they tried to come back there in the second, but it felt good to put it away. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys did really great in that third period. Had a lot of great saves, really great defense. How do you feel kind of going into that last period, and what do you think changed?
Well, yeah, it was kind of a slower second period. We were on the power play a lot, so we got back to playing more 5-on-5 the third period, and I thought we handled it pretty well for the most part. A little rough here and there, but yeah, it felt good to get away with the win there.
Yeah, it was super awesome to watch for us. So thank you so much for doing such a great play tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Taylor. That was Taylor Callahan ice side there with Gibney, and Utah getting the 3-1 victory tonight. Obviously, a great game played by them. Late push there from Colorado State, but at the end of the day, the boys get it done. That's 2 in a row and a sweep on the weekend of Colorado State. But a much tighter contest tonight, Mitchell.
Yeah, and we knew that going in. They had a full night's sleep, good food. They had their time. They're plenty of time to get here early, despite the weather being a little inclement getting here as it was snowing outside. But they were able to make some changes. They looked for a little bit more offense. You could see that in the way they were trying to press the Utes, especially in that third period, despite all of the momentum being on the Utes side of the ice. I thought they did well, especially in that last little bit. They took advantage of one of the power plays. They went 1 for 6 on the night. The Utes went 2 for 6 on the night, so 33% on the night for the University of Utah. Good to see. That's not going to hurt them too much. If it does, it might drop them maybe a point or two in the percentage.
Should still keep them at the top of the ACHA, though. I mean, because they have a big pad in that area.
They do.
They really do. And we got to talk about Garrett Fuller. I mean, obviously 2 great games. I mean, he was minutes away from a second shutout. That's kind of all I'll say there. But
he was 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, he earned it if you ask me. Colorado State, though, broke through very late there. Got their lone goal on the weekend, but what a performance by him. His numbers will go up after that performance, of course, and kind of solidifying himself as one of the conferences, and if not the ACHA's best goaltender.
Yeah, and again, you talk about the goals for, goals against. Over the weekend, the Utes able to score 8 goals on the weekend to the 1, so 7 more goals in the positive. We talked about it. But defensively is defensive zone coverage by the Utes is what I'm most proud of coming out of this weekend. Because anytime Colorado State put on an attack on the Utes, man, did they cover for one another all game, both games, and not surprising why CSU only had a total of 30 shots throughout both games. 30, 35 shots throughout both games as opposed to the 80 or 90 that the Utes were able to put up. Right. And their defensive zone coverage it's something, I'm not going to give away our schemes, of course, but it's something that teams are going to have to battle against because the support being shown player to player, absolutely outstanding, and couldn't be more happy with the way the Utes played this weekend.
Absolutely. So with that being said, that's just about all the time we have left this evening on the broadcast. So thank you so much for watching. We'll be back on these airwaves next weekend as Utah will take on Grand Canyon University from the Western Collegiate Hockey League. So another conference series here at Steiner Ice Arena. Make it out if you can. If not, we'll be back on here 7:30 Grand Canyon. Then 4:30 on Saturday, the women's 1 team will have their senior night, so make it out for that as well. They play at 7:30. Once again, congratulations to the M2 Skating Utes. They won the MWCHL earlier today, so congratulations to them. And them 1 team, of course, getting the win. But thank you so much for tuning in. For everybody behind the scenes, for Mitchell Sott, for myself, Patrick Pregame, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next weekend. Roll the highlight tape. It's a win for Utah over Colorado State 3-1. We'll see you next weekend. Until then, have a great night, folks.